What are we talking about?
Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Ma chère mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you tonight.
What kind of place is this?
I have a very good brain, and I've said a lot of things.
Oh, no, what's going on? Hey.
I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way.
You have my curiosity.
Well, one, I don't think he knows what he's talking about.
Now you have my attention.
You're here. I'm here. Let's do this.
Get on with it. All right, let's get on with it.
Yes, let's get on with it with everybody. I'm James Mays.
Brittany Soul.
Oh, yeah, and I'm D'Angelo.
High breath applause. Yo, we're back with another week. It's the Our Perspective Podcast.
Honey.
It's Wednesday.
It is.
And what are you doing? You're listening to us.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because you love us so much.
On GorillaCross.com.
That's crazy.
Or the app, right?
Or the app.
And that is Guerilla G-U... Okay, come on, y'all.
It's right
Come
there.
through, brain. Come through.
Guerilla.
Cross.
Cross, like Jesus was put on the cross.
Hey.
Right. I thought it was Tuesday.
And also
That's
like
what I'm
gorilla,
saying.
like toughing it out. And like, you know, not like a monkey or anything like that.
It's
Oh,
not
like
Tuesday?
guerrilla warfare. Like
Yeah,
where
not-
you hide in the mountains and then you go, ah!
No, not that tribe from Black Panther. It's like a
No.
gorilla. Like we doing this gorilla style.
No, but I think that's... Anyway, we'll figure that out later.
I really thought
I
it
hope
was
the
Tuesday,
people
y'all.
know.
But
It was Tuesday.
just to let y'all know, it is Wednesday.
And it's the longest
time.
Monday ever, I just want to say.
Right.
Definitely. So we got some news coming up this whole show. We're going to talk about, we're going to bring back an old thing. You know how people say, why you bringing up old stuff?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Monique.
We are.
Monique
There
had
was some follow-up. Go ahead.
Yeah, she had a really, really good interview this week. And it's changed a couple people's minds in the studio.
Quite a few.
About the show.
Right.
About her, about her situation, about her boycott. Even though I'm technically boycotting Netflix because I'm using somebody else's.
Are you still using ours or no?
So you didn't have to say that.
I was
That's crazy.
see what happened.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
I'm not even gonna lie. We got like 3 Netflix
Right.
accounts in our
I
house.
knew
You got
it.
like three.
I
None of them
knew
is
it.
not.
I knew
3
it.
Netflix
But no,
relationships.
Netflix is live because I watch Nat Geo. But
I just need y'all
again,
to keep paying it. Amen.
that's going to be a good conversation. So make sure if you guys have your thoughts regarding the updated interview with Monique, you guys tune in.
Right.
You ever heard
Call
Black
in.
Lightning?
Black Lightning. I didn't hear Black Lightning, but I heard it's pretty good though.
I need to see that.
What is
Is it on
what is
Netflix?
that? Because
It's
we
on- I
got
think
Black
it's either
Mirror,
Hulu
we
or
got
Netflix
Black.
as well.
I think it's on cable. I think it's like on FX or something like that.
I mean, Netflix. Yeah.
Stars?
I don't know.
CW. It's on the CW, the Black Network.
Yes. There it goes.
You
Black
remember-
Lightning.
Y'all remember when
Black
CW was UPN?
Yes.
There's
And all those shows were on
No.
there and everything.
uh-huh.
Yes.
But yeah.
There's one I just can't think of the name right now, but
But yeah, so that like you remember like Malcolm and Eddie was on there.
uh-huh. There's that one with that one guy
Oh, Malcolm, man. Yeah.
that helped you.
Did you
That
just
helped
say
That was
there's
my-
that one with that one
There was
guy?
that one, and the guy who played
It
Juana
wasn't
Man.
2 of them.
The guy who played Juana Man.
I don't know that guy. Oh yeah, I do
Oh, I
know
know
the dude
who
who
you're
played
talking
Juana
Remember
Man.
the show that was it was him and the
He was
brother?
pretty Ricky and Martin.
James played Juana Man.
Wow.
Yep, somebody mentioned Moesha was on there.
Wow.
No doubt. Moesha.
Wow,
Yes.
I didn't. Can we just not put that in the atmosphere? I didn't play
That's
Juana
how you,
Man.
that's how you got your foot messed up because
Let's play some basketball.
playing-
Yeah.
He was playing
So
ball.
can we speak on my foot real quick? So I just found out like Monday, that I have
Right.
to have surgery. So I'm going into surgery tomorrow.
Oh man.
Yeah, if we had like some sad music, I'll be playing it. Like this is
Just play Fergie's.
play like you know, one of those. There you go. But yeah, I have surgery tomorrow. So if you guys have a prayer life, and it's gonna get past the ceiling, you know Jesus personally.
Yeah.
Don't
Go
tell
ahead.
him what kind of injury it was.
It's an Achilles. It's an Achilles rupture.
Like you
Achilles
out here
tendon.
Kobe and
So
people.
I went,
that's why.
I went in
You
like
was-
Kobe.
Hey, did you walk off the court like Kobe?
I did. I walked
You
to the
walked
car.
out. Yeah, you walked
I
to the
walked
car.
to the car. I
right?
took
Yep.
my 2 shots and
Right,
I walked to the
right,
car.
Right.
But I thought you were wrestling rhinoceroses, and then your wife stepped in and stopped them.
You,
Oh wait, that was Black Panther.
That was Black Panther.
That was Black Panther.
That was Black Panther.
And then you like slipped because you thought the rhino was gonna hit you.
But yeah, so I have that tomorrow. But you know what I'm saying? I'm in high spirits.
Good.
I've been getting a lot of love.
You in high spirits? Oh, that's how you dealing with the pain?
No, I'm not high.
Okay.
I'm in a good mood.
Yeah, that would be terrible. If you was high.
Somebody pray for D'Angelo. Can you add D'Angelo? Just CC him in that prayer.
In that prayer.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
a knee.
So you
got
want
knee prayer.
80% of the prayers and 20% for him?
Look, we working on his soul, so you can give him 80%, and I'll take the 20%.
Dang.
I'll take that. 80%.
Because one of the pastors at my church
Can I
preached.
get 5?
One of the pastors at my church this Sunday, he preached on like there's still a miracle in the leftovers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll take a
Oh.
leftover. I'll take a leftover miracle. You know what I'm saying? As long as because the same ingredients that's in the cake is in the crumbs. Keep in mind.
Hey,
That's
I
a
feel
bar.
like that was a word.
That is. It wasn't
you
one
I
make
of
don't
that
them.
know if it was a
No,
bar.
I didn't. It was a bar. It's what the pastor.
preacher?
Yeah, Pastor Darian
Hey,
Regan.
he low key. He got bars.
He was. It was. It was definitely
probably
a
a
dope.
street rapper back in the day.
A street
He was a
rapper,
street
though? A
rapper.
street
Yeah, but he
preacher.
ain't trying
or
to let
street-
y'all. Yeah, he ain't trying to let y'all see that side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to
There's
Pastor.
ministry in bars.
It is. Yeah. My my pastor got bars. Real talk.
Yeah.
So
But he'll set you free. Bars.
that's not a bar.
Your pastor got bars that'll set you free. That's bars, bro.
He opened the doors. I don't know. Anyway, so can
Come
we talk
on,
about
man.
the takeover? Can we talk about the takeover?
I thought let's talk about the takeover.
Yeah, because I didn't get that bar. So let's talk about the takeover. The takeover just passed Sunday.
Yes.
Shout out to Poetically Eclectic.
Yes.
My girl God's Poet
God's
put
Poet.
something amazing together.
Shout out to
Absolutely,
everybody out
yeah.
there, man.
A Christian hip hop event that kind of happened, and it happened at Nehemiah Church.
Yep.
Yep.
Shout out to my boy E-Dub,
Yep.
who didn't want his name said, but thank you for breaking
E-Dub in
breaking
the
that.
house.
Nobody told me that, so sorry. Eat up.
He's
Yeah.
awesome.
My
Yeah,
bad.
the
But yeah.
event. What do you guys think about the event anyway? Like
First
the
of all, I had
performing.
fun.
Yeah, the performing artists.
I had fun.
I had a terrible time. I'm playing. I had
Did you
a
now?
great time.
Did you
Yeah.
have a
Dude,
terrible
I
time?
This is
was
my first
new
time.
to some of the we have people transplanted from different states, different areas, and so one guy in particular, Dre Montgomery. I'm new to him. I know a lot
Hey,
of
Dre's dope.
I know a lot of the CHH crew here.
Uh-huh.
Like
Montgomery?
even
Yeah,
before you
he's
guys
dope.
came from California and got involved,
Right.
So you was already planning.
I
You already
knew.
knew what was
You
going
already
on.
knew. what
But
was
I
going
didn't
on.
know. I didn't necessarily know Dre. So, but even Rifka is new to Las
Right.
Vegas. He
Yep.
did his thing. Michael Chambers, who we're actually gonna.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Share
We're
a
gonna talk a
little
little bit more about Mike Chambers Jr. later.
Awesome.
Michael Chambers Jr. We'll talk about him because Brittany got on me last time,
Right.
Because she was just like, "Don't call Refica Ref," and then I asked him, and I got the okay.
Oh,
Right.
you
Right.
did?
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, so I
Because
got
it sounded like you were saying Refika.
like a ref."
It's cool.
Yeah, it sounded like you were saying ref.
Well, he had said it was okay to call him Ref. But shout out to my boy Refica. He did an amazing job.
Yes,
he had
he did.
everybody
He did a good job.
dancing.
Get in now.
I have a little
Yeah.
I had a little beef with him because
Because he had dance moves.
yeah, he had dance move and I had like the
No
club
moves?
foot. I had no moves. I had
Yeah.
definitely no
You
moves.
How
got the
many
Flintstone?
moves?
Zero.
Flintstone foot.
Dude, we also had
The club foot.
an amazing femc
Yes.
named Rain, and she did
Man,
her
I like
thing
that
too.
term.
man.
Major
I like
shout
that
out.
term, femc.
See, I try.
That's what's up.
That was dope. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
all the artists, man, they killed it, man.
Rain did her
Phenomenal.
thing, yeah.
Rain
Yeah.
shine that day.
Definitely.
That's a bar?
Rain, shine. I like that.
Are we trying to
It
get
was
we just trying to
wordplay.
get bars?
I mean,
we
that's
just trying
natural. That's natural, baby. It
If
happens all the
Tangela don't
time.
get no bars
Alright, so
tonight,
look,
we're
that
gonna
he
have
got
problems.
rain shine. But the Op Perspective is, of course, we hosted the event.
Who did?
The Op Perspective
Oh
podcast.
man, we did our thing.
We did our thing.
yeah,
I
I
must
had
say.
fun, man.
I've
man.
got nothing but great feedback, and what I love is that we're able to get everyone involved. I
Yeah.
mean, we played a fun game.
The compliment game.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that was hilarious.
I lost. I only lost because I couldn't
Because-
give James compliments. I mean, it's hard. Yeah.
No, it was
You
a
had
lot
nothing
of
nice to
fun. We
Nothing,
kept,
man. It was
So
tough.
you didn't say nothing at all. Understood.
Exactly.
if
So
you
you-
don't have nothing nice to
Thank
say,
you.
don't
Yeah.
say nothing
Exactly.
at all.
Good
I
one.
win, right?
Thanks for catching up, bro.
That's a compliment.
You don't have, I was working on it. I pulled a quan. But no, but I mean, I think that I think everybody did an amazing job. I think down, like we said, back to the booth, Tyler Gaston, a phenomenal engineer and producer.
Definitely shout out
He
to the gas station.
Yep, the gas station just
Yep.
shot a commercial.
yeah,
Your
that's
girl
dope.
was a part of it.
Did
and
you? Were you
whatnot.
there?
You had the pump in the hand, and you was just let gas go, and you was just like
Exactly.
chilling.
But yeah, no,
how you said
from
it?
sound to EW, stage management, from Ona, God's Poet with the vision,
Yep.
and just everybody that came together. I think we all had a great time. Our Perspective again did our thing. So
Yeah, man. And
I'm not just, I mean, if I do say so myself.
Shout out.
and one of the guys, he let it all out. What was his name?
Who's that?
He let it
Oh,
all
yeah,
out.
man, Sean Flacco.
Yeah,
Sean
he
Flacco had a
really had a
wonderful-
powerful
Yeah,
message.
man.
Yeah, dope
Sure.
testimony about what was going on in his life. Was real transparent.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to do. You don't really see
No,
artists do
not at
that
all.
much.
What
That
I
was
can
deep.
say too, I mean, if I can just speak really quick about him,
Yeah.
I was actually there the night he got engaged.
Wow.
So at the same exact location.
Let's not put everything out there, but go
No,
ahead.
I'm not going
Well,
too deep. I'm
he
not going
did.
too deep. But no, what I'm saying is that there's power in your testimony, and
Yeah.
and with some of the things that she shared about that night, and some of the things he shared with us there,
Uh-huh.
he's consistent in
Yeah.
his like that's one thing I know about him. Even just talking to him off the record and things like that, just on a personal relationship,
Yeah.
friendship level, he is consistent. And
Yeah.
and that's the thing about it. When who you are reflects in what you do, it's like it's that much more powerful.
Right.
And that's just one of the things I just want to say, continue for those of you guys that are aspiring to do music or art or anything, really, whatever it is that you do, let who you are seep through that because it's just that much more
Just
powerful.
be true to yourself.
Yeah,
it's therapy.
absolutely.
It's therapy too, you
Yeah.
know. And I wanted to shout out Sean as well, and want to tell him keep doing the beats,
Uh-huh.
and he needs to rap to his own beats as well, because
Yeah.
he's dope. He's dope. He has dope beats, like the beats that you heard him rapping to.
Uh-huh.
His beats sound just as good. Like it was dope.
Dope.
And
For
then
sure.
and Rifika, thank you for the R&B
dance?
the R&B stool.
Oh, the R&B stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
And
R&B
he turned everybody up too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
Get in
because he let you
there.
use it so you can sing.
yeah, man. He So I need my R&B stool to start off. Gotta have it.
So definitely the takeover will
was
be coming
great.
back. It will
was
be
fun.
coming back later this year. They'll do the second set
Okay.
is what they're calling it. And yeah, we just hope that they give us a call back and say, hey, you want to come be a part of this?
I'm trying to keep my job because
Yeah, I mean-
we did our thing, and we got a few segments that you guys have not heard in a while that we're gonna be putting on for the next show we host too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So,
So it's gonna
it
Oh,
be
and
was-
dope.
shout out to all the vendors that came out too.
yes, all of the vendors that came out. Well,
We had some
Yes,
pound cake, some jewelry.
that was Shaquille.
Divinely divified.
Yep. Yeah, Shaquille's treats.
It was Vicky.
Shaquille's treats.
Vicky. Delaney or.
I remember
Yeah,
Shaquille's
she
treats.
she
'cause-
had jewelry, actually paparazzi jewelry, but
Uh-huh.
her business is called Divinely
Divified.
Divified.
And
so
I bought my wife a necklace.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
for
she
sure.
said I picked it out well.
very good.
Um,
So yeah, you guys definitely support the vendors.
Yeah.
I remember Shaquille's treats because I was like, James, Achilles heel, Kobe, Shaquille's treats. Got it.
Nice.
Was that a bar? I'm trying to keep up. With
I don't know.
Angela.
It was just so deep. It was just
It was
like,
deep,
yo,
right?
you got to go
There's
through like
levels.
4 or 5 things
That's how
just
my
to get to the
mind-
point.
There's
That's how my
nothing wrong
mind
with
works,
levels
though.
too.
And
dude.
I
I was just
said-
trying to give y'all a little visual of how my mind works.
Right, but you know how
That's how I
sometimes
remember-
you know how
remember
sometimes
something.
you murder food. Like, oh man, it killed this
He about to
plate,
give me a
and I
call.
said, yo, this is some treats you should kill, and that's what like
Yeah,
just right
see?
on the,
Fire.
right there on the surface.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
yeah,
I
just
thought
right
you
there
was
on the
coming up
surface.
with it right
You
now.
went from Shaquille
That was
O'Neal
nice.
to my foot to
Yeah.
Kobe
Yeah.
to Lakers to everything.
Yeah, I-
There's
Yeah, that's
nothing.
a
cake.
All I'm saying is
That's
there's
why I be
nothing wrong
late.
with a few levels.
That's
but,
why I be late.
Definitely.
But also we want to give a shout out to the DJ. DJ.
Jay Flair,
Yes,
what's up,
shout
man?
out to him, dude.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
man. Hey, he was right on, man.
So I'm apologizing to you openly, my man. We were supposed to have you up here to do some stuff, but because I was going through all this medical stuff, I didn't get a chance to give you a call back. But we will have you in the studio.
Yeah,
he
man.
want to come in and spin.
Let's do it.
Spin a set, and I think that would be dope, man.
Yes,
that would be
yes,
super
yes.
dope.
He's very
Yeah.
very opinionated too, and I like what I'm saying.
I love it.
Yeah, he's
I love
very
it.
sarcastic.
He be
He's-
coming for me. He didn't know for the
he come for
takeover.
everybody.
I don't understand.
Nah, he come for everybody, and I love
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I love him doing that, man.
Really
but that
quick,
was great.
Also,
Hey,
really
man.
quick too. Speaking of that, again, Major Love. We just did an event. We were booked as the Odd Perspective podcast.
Yep.
If you're interested in having us book your event, or you
Yes.
would like to find out how you can get involved with a promotional agreement, sponsorship, you can email us at
The Odd Perspective at Yahoo. The Odd Perspective at yahoo.com.
Yes.
Hit us up, man. We would love to come out and just be a part of your event. Love
Absolutely.
to support. Love to do a whole bunch of other things. But T,
Do I have to say something like y'all just said?
I don't know,
I'm not
do you-
gonna sound as professional.
You can
as
say
y'all.
the phone number because we got people.
Yeah, y'all could just call us at 702-608-3259.
Say it again.
R&B that thing.
I
That's
said,
too
y'all
too
can call
fast.
us at 702-608-3259.
He went to R&B.
Oh yeah.
Ooh yeah. I love it.
Yo, T, that man,
What's
you
up,
wanna you wanna let the people know about a couple of things, man. Some rumors. What went on this week? What was like some
I
big
don't know why
stories
you
of the
always
week?
ask me. I'm the last person to
He's
know. But I'm gonna go ahead and look at my phone, see what I can find.
yeah,
real quick.
definitely.
All right, let's see. So I did hear something about the Fresh Prince of BelAir, a reboot of the show, but only it's gonna be animated.
The reboot of what?
The Fresh Prince of BelAir,
But an animated version?
an animated version.
Would you guys check out the animated
Would
version
y'all
of
check
the
out the
Fresh
animated
Prince
version?
of
I guess I would because I love the show. But what's with them like rebooting these shows after somebody done passed away? Like Uncle Phil ain't gonna be there.
Oh.
So that,
Shout out to James Avery.
that's why I think they're doing the animated
version.
You know what I'm saying?
And I guess it
After
can still
someone
work.
That-
passed away?
you know,
Like,
because it's hard to
I
do
didn't think
that.
of that.
It's hard to do the Fresh Prince of BelAir without Uncle Phil. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
hard to do
and
that.
then
It
we
is-
got
it
Martin, we got Tommy.
And Tommy's gone from Martin. Yeah, and
And
that's
I
another
Yeah,
thing.
but I think maybe some things have been in the works
You know what?
beforehand. I don't know.
I think Martin might come back animated as we just thinking about it because you don't have time. You ain't got Tommy. You could have somebody that sounds like Tommy
nah,
in the studio.
it's not necessary.
And we will get that same feel.
No, we won't because he's not
kids,
Tommy.
Look, and it'll sell more because kids love animation, and us as adults, we're loving animation a lot more too.
Adult Swim.
I mean, yeah, I love DBZ.
I'm gonna need Martin
go
and
throw
Fresh
that out.
Prince to come back outside of Adult Swim.
But
that's all right.
I mean, and they probably can have some episodes where they come out of animation and then they have Tommy in animation. Hey, why y'all? I mean, it could go there.
I don't know.
I think that's dope.
I think that it's gonna be interesting to see whether regardless, it'll be interesting to see. But if Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, will you think he'll come back and not be in Bel-Air, like being like,
Well,
it can't be called
there
a
is a
freshman
spin
in
to it.
Bel-Air
There's a spin I
if
didn't
he
tell
in
you.
Watts.
if
There's
it's a spin,
There's
though.
a spin I didn't tell y'all.
Okay.
So it's the fresh. It's possibly gonna be the Fresh Prince, the Fresh
Get it out now.
Princess of Bel-Air.
Fresh Princess.
Princess of Bel-Air.
Oh, so what?
Fresh
So what does
Princess.
that
Who
mean?
is this? Vivian?
Who is this princess?
Who is
It's
this?
just a rumor.
What is she's name?
Is it the dark princess or is it the light princess?
Right.
Listen,
We
and
don't
I
know.
want to know what auntie is gonna be.
That's what we
Right.
said, Vivian.
That's what you're trying to
Vivian.
figure out.
That's exactly what we're saying. But is
I
it
thought
gonna
you
be?
said princess.
What is her name?
Just
We
more
don't know yet.
information.
No, there's
Yeah.
no more information.
All right, so when more
Princess
information come out
of
about
Bel-Air?
that'll be
would
dope.
it be
but
Willow
yeah.
or something?
That'll be
It
an
might-
ongoing.
that
I don't
would be
know. I'm
dope.
just kind of being random.
That'll be an ongoing conversation.
Will is about putting his kids
Hold
on.
on,
I mean,
Will-
they'd have been in multiple movies
Oh.
with him, and like that would be it. But first of all, we gonna hold it to the standard of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So if Willow wants to do that, she got to bring it.
Did you hear about what happened with Willow?
What happened with Willow?
She posted a pic of a friend saying, I love females.
Uh-huh.
I love beautiful females. And she's getting a lot of flack from a lot of people. But her fans are
Why?
coming to her
Is she getting
defense.
flack
Because
in
people
this
are saying-
day and
because-
age and climate?
Yeah, but people are saying that she might be gay and
That's
things
been,
like that
There's
are-
been rumored to that
Yeah.
anyway, a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, but she love who she love
And
people.
people are
I
saying
guess
that.
that's what she do. I mean, I
Somebody
can't
could let
change
it bring-
that.
It
I
said
can't
the
change that.
conversation did open up. I haven't checked into it, so
Yeah.
we'll get back to that.
Yeah,
if
but
we
Yeah.
do,
they said the same thing about his son. Remember when he was wearing dresses for,
Skirts.
But I'm saying, what do y'all think
some of
about
them was
that? Like
dresses.
a woman loving another woman, just as a friend. It's a friend.
Yeah, I love women.
I love women. I love
I
beautiful
love
women.
I
It's
love
just-
you, Tiangelo.
That's what I'm saying.
Not like that though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I love handsome man. I'm never gonna say that.
Well, if who
Say I love my black brothers.
but if
You know what I'm saying?
but if you love other Wakandans and they happen to be very attractive,
Right.
then you
That's for
love
y'all.
other
That's for y'all.
attractive
That's for y'all to
people.
decide.
Right.
for the-
Yeah.
it
I'm
is
not
women
I'm not
of
sitting here with my
Wakanda and
with my scorecard talking about he's a 10. He's an 8.
Right. Yeah,
Not doing
I
that.
can't do that.
Not doing that at all.
Nah, I know when a dude is ugly though. I tell you that.
But that would be dope.
But
I guess
how's
I'm here
that?
for it. I'm here for the Fresh Prince coming back.
As a cartoon.
I'm with it.
Anyway,
Animated.
and
I think
a
that's the
cartoon is
best
better.
way.
Yeah,
I think
a
that's the
cartoon-
best
I
way.
still want
Animated.
living single and girlfriends to come back.
I'm not.
but they
with
don't have to be the
girlfriends.
same.
So how about Little
They
Kev?
don't have to be the same, huh?
So Fox has picked up Little Kev animated pilot presentation based on
That-
the
I
comedy
can
of
see
Kevin
that.
Hart.
Yeah,
I can see
and
that.
Kev is on
How y'all feel
fire,
about
man.
that?
Kev is on fire.
I
Wanda
like
Sykes is also gonna be in the show.
Nice.
Wanda Sykes?
Wanda Sykes.
Wow.
Sykes.
This is gonna be good.
I love
think you
job
think
creators, man.
This is the same. These are the same writers for the Simpsons.
that's what
believe.
I was gonna ask. Do you think
Nice.
Kev really
Everybody
gives
hates
back
Chris.
and like and you know what I mean? Like
He does. He done put his boys on. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He's definitely gives back to his community.
Real
Constantly
Husbands
does.
of Hollywood.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. The whole cast of Real Husbands of Hollywood was like
Yeah.
people who was working, you knew definitely of, but maybe not working as much. I mean,
Right.
Nick Cannon boosted up from a whole different
Yeah.
like plateau when you know he was
Definitely.
on that show. I mean, definitely I think he was already doing Wildin' Out and America's
Yeah.
Got Talent. But like a whole bunch of other stuff came from him. I mean, he became a network president in the midst of him
Right.
being coming out. He was president of Team Nick or something like that.
very nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have
Boris
I mean, obviously,
Kojo
Boris
is
Kojo.
wonderful
Boris Kojo.
in his own right. So
yeah, so look, I
that's-
see how you saw how she said it.
What is he?
he's great.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah?
he's great.
He's Nicole's husband, right? That's her name.
He is Nicole's husband.
That's who he is.
So like, but he definitely puts people on. So for him to like even reach out to a
Yeah, that's
legend like
dope.
Wanda Sykes,
That's dope.
that'd be
man.
dope for her.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be dope for his show. And she's amazing and has that distinctive
She's-
voice that you're gonna
That
know.
you gonna know.
Yeah.
That you're gonna
I can't
know
wait
that.
to see who
I
she
like
He
when
plays.
she
needs Samuel L.
played-
Jackson too. In it.
I like when she plays
Yeah.
Sid's grandma in Ice Age.
Nice.
I just
Yeah, I like that.
just
too.
want to run her
So,
credits.
y'all gonna watch
Just-
it? Y'all
yeah,
gonna watch it?
I think I'll tune into that.
I'll check. Yeah, I think so.
I'm here
So-
for both of those. But
I want-
but Martin got it. I feel okay. So here's my thing about Martin, right?
Go ahead.
Okay, so is he gonna still do the old characters, or will he come up with new characters? Because imagine
Please,
the Martin,
no Big Mama though.
like,
Please.
but see, like,
Oh,
so
are we gonna see Big Shirley? Finally.
that's another question. It's like he wasn't Big Shirley, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
Big Shirley was just a person hurt.
Jerome,
Jerome, like what Jerome is gonna look like with this new Martin?
Yeah.
What about Shanae?
Right,
I
right.
He can't do Roscoe because
I'm
Roscoe was a
thinking
kid
animation. Yeah.
and he would have been grown up at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, you have
He could do Roscoe, but Roscoe didn't grow. And Roscoe
why would Roscoe
I
not
don't
grow?
know. He
was
would
a
need to
kid.
grow. But
Why not?
honestly,
He just
but-
be short.
He might
but
be,
real
you're right.
real quick though, bruh
What you
man
talking
from the
about, James?
5th floor.
Yeah.
Did he go to the 6th? I mean, like we're gonna need a bruh
Yeah,
man.
True.
We're
true.
gonna need a
Or the
bruh man.
7th.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
I think it'll be dope. So I'm interested and intrigued to see what it'll be. But
10th floor.
the 10th floor.
He went to the 10th floor.
So what are you gonna do at 9?
I
It's
just-
only,
nine.
bro, man, it's only 9
Bruh man
floors,
from
bro,
the
man.
think
10th floor. It's 9 floors,
D'Angelo,
man.
hey, somebody needs to copyright that real
He's
quick
writing
because that
it.
was
I know.
perfect.
He's
Hey,
writing
but I was gonna say though,
It was good. I'm
the
funny.
only other thing is,
I'm funny.
at least my personal opinion about Martin is, if it comes back, even if it's dope, some people are gonna be like, it ain't the same
Of course,
as the
of
old.
course. But I just
so,
want some Martin. I
You
just
know what
want
I
some
mean?
Martin.
I don't know. I
You
think
just want Martin?
I'm
But
here
do
for
you
it.
want it?
Martin.
So are you ready to judge it
I'm
though?
the man.
Are you ready to judge it? I feel like I'll be judging it. I'll be looking at it like,
It's
it's
gonna
not
happen,
the same.
but I'm still gonna watch it. And
I'm gonna appreciate it.
Righteous.
I'm gonna appreciate it for what it is.
Uh-huh.
Now the second season,
shows evolve.
the second
Even-
season, I want to see it evolve. But for the
Yeah.
first season, as long as it has that feel and that love,
Mhm.
I'm gonna appreciate it,
'Cause
even
if
if
they're
it's not
too-
as good.
But if they're too
I
much,
don't know.
by,
Martin came back
Hey,
with a show and it wasn't that good.
Prime example. The way that we appreciated Kobe in his last game. You know what I'm saying? It's like we know he's not the same.
Is it the same?
We
thing?
know he's
thing-
not the same, but he's still doing somewhat of what he used to do, and that's all we need
I
to
think
see.
even if
to
they came,
appreciate
if it came back and it was like as close as it could be to the original, people be like, nah, Tommy ain't there, or whatever. It's not the same. But if it's something different, it's like, nah, it's not the same. So either way, some people are gonna feel how they feel. But I'm
Right.
here to see it.
Came up with something better.
Go
Go
for it.
ahead, go
What
ahead,
is it?
Tiangelo.
I'm sorry, y'all. Look, Jordan back to the Wizards. You appreciated it. It wasn't the same Jordan,
Nah,
but you appreciated Jordan.
I don't
All
know if
right.
I did. I don't. Honestly, don't. I
You're,
feel
you're
like
racist.
It's
Whoa,
what is that?
Drop
racist?
it.
How do we go to
Drop,
racism?
drop it.
We don't have it.
Let's play some basketball!
But look,
That's so loud.
it's definitely loud. But she was loud when she
But
did
she
it.
was.
She was loud when she did it. Shout out to
She
Fergie out there.
was. Yeah.
Yo, what else
So-
you got for us?
Quincy Jones has apologized for his recent word vomit interviews. That's what they call it, huh?
Word
Word
vomit.
vomit?
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
His word, in which he revealed a lot of dirt on Hollywood elites,
Uh-huh.
but isn't taking any of it back. But
Of
you know,
those-
he's saying
He
he
can't, 'cause he
hurt.
can't.
So
yeah, he can't.
what type of stuff was he talking about?
Ooh.
Or
Uh,
who?
I
I'm not
read
gonna
that
get
into that. He said Hollywood elites.
Yeah, I read that article, and I'll do
Not gonna
the
get
stuff
me.
that I guess we can say here. He had talked about Michael Jackson, like kind of
Yeah.
being greedy and being a thief.
Mm,
You know,
Talked about Richard Pryor.
talked about Richard Pryor and his
his mouth, because Richard
No, no,
Pryor
no.
had a mouth.
Bank.
kind of, but
Never mind, we
he's talked about Richard Pryor and his relationship with other men,
Yeah.
Marlon Brando, and you know, there's a couple other people in that list.
Oh, okay.
He had talked about the things that he knows that he wish he didn't know, like who assassinated JFK.
Oh,
like he
who
was
killed
letting-
Tupac? Who killed Tupac?
Yeah, he didn't bring that up.
But that doesn't mean.
He doesn't know. You're right. You're right. So for me, it was like it was definitely one of those like messy
Sound like a
sessions that
song.
everybody just kind of sat back and just let it run.
Well, maybe
but-
he had it on his chest, and he just had to get some stuff out. I don't know, but so his daughters, was it his daughters?
So I think
His
it was
$6. Yeah.
6 daughters.
yeah. I feel like his daughters came
daughters.
and just kind of did like an
They had
intervention.
an intervention.
Yeah, it was like, yo, you couldn't do this.
They was like, yo, you can do this.
Okay, is D'Angelo repeating your words? He wants a bar so
I'm not
bad.
really sure.
Give him a bar.
No, I was just trying to beat him to the punch.
You're not.
I beat him to the foot.
Shots fired.
Well, it would have
Looked
been
like it hit you.
it would have been kick instead of punch, but
Right.
hey, I'm not counting.
But at the same time, like, yeah, he felt like, I think his statement was that he wanted to apologize to the people that he might have hurt.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of the people he had mentioned in that article was already like deceased.
Man, he got hit with the elites again, and they was like, "Hey man, you better take all this back."
Oh, you
First
talking
of all,
about the
he's
Illuminati?
He's 74 years old. He don't care nothing about that. Take him now. He don't care.
You talking about the Illuminati?
Yeah,
They came
what?
for him?
I'm talking about who?
The
I don't know
Illuminati?
what you talking about.
Illumination? I don't know.
Oh, you guys are. Oh, never mind. I don't know what I'm
I
saying.
could have got something in the mail, Britt. You
Whoa.
messing it up.
Whoa. Whoa. Anyway,
Sponsored by. I'm playing.
what else we got?
Yeah, you
T?
got anything else?
Nah, I ain't got nothing else.
All right, it's cool. That's what we do.
Y'all look nosy. I ain't got nothing else. That's all I got.
That's all the tea you got. You got some water now?
Actually, Lisa Marie.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear about
I thought
Lisa Marie?
you
You
heard
got
about
something
I
on
did.
Lisa Marie?
I did. Let's talk about that later.
All right.
Let's talk about that later if we get to it.
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
I want to get into the serial supporter.
All right, let's do it.
All right, weekly on this show, we do a thing called here because we consider ourselves supporters.
Yeah.
And we do it to a lot. We do it for a lot, and we call ourselves serial supporters. Hold on one
Because I
second.
like
That's what she said.
So
That makes me hungry every time you say cereal.
Cereal,
I'd be like
we're-
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah,
I
we
like
support
cereal.
Honey Nut Cheerios
You know what
and
I'm
all of
saying?
these things, but cereal in the point of like saying we will repeat it and we will continue to do it until we're stopped. But this week's serial supporter artist is my man Mike Chambers
Chambers
Mike
Jr.
Chambers Jr.
Michael J. Fence,
Yeah.
that's what you was going
I was about to say Michael
Michael
Chambers.
J. Fox, what were you
Mike Chambers Jr.
Yes.
Y'all give it up. Give it around here. For,
Epoch
Mike
Music, right?
Yeah, man. He has some stuff coming out. He has a project out
That
right
was a
now called
quick lap.
Epoch. That's EPOCH Music. And and on this funny on the show, I call it like Tupac, so I say Epoch,
But it's wrong.
but I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
But he definitely has some stuff coming up. He was born and raised out here in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to
Yeah,
Vegas
man.
natives.
and Mike feels like without him, there would be no him if there wasn't no God in
I thought
music.
I thought you were gonna say Mike feels like if there's no him, there would be no him. I was gonna say that's the deepest thing I ever heard.
It would be. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into another one. We're gonna get into another song by Mike Chambers Jr.
Yo,
Yeah,
shout
let's
out,
do
man.
it.
And we're gonna talk about it on the other side.
Let's do
You
it.
guys mind that?
Sure.
Do you guys mind?
I thought you were talking to the because
Oh, hey, look.
we have a live studio audience. I don't know if
Clearly.
you
Hello,
can
do
see
you
them.
guys mind?
Yay! But yo, here go my man Mike Chambers Jr. with his song Juice. You guys gotta stop messing with me.
Let's play
All
some
right, here we go.
basketball.
Juice,
Let's-
juice.
Yeah.
Let's play some basketball!
Hey, this for everybody that try to count me out, you know what I mean?
This juice will give you that curve. All in that light when I swerve. This juice will give you that curve. All in that light when I swerve. Sauced up when I draped out. No zip blocks for my zone. I put you on that dose. Roaming round my new home. Get out of my way. I'm through playing with those games, but I'm back on that Kodak. Picture quite soft in your brain like, how you gon' scare somebody that honestly don't be fearing a thing? Sheesh. Somebody that's living the life, only to die in the game. Sheesh. No gold links or bezels, just lessons and blessings. Sheesh. I'm not following what you be saying, man. What the heck is you thinking? This way bigger than tweeting, way bigger than your building perceptions. You more worried about the out than in, then boy, you will need a correction. Take me for example. I've been fasting so long, I consider it vegan. Wash it with the water that is living, dipping and dabbing on all of these vices. This juice will give you that curve. This juice will give you that curve. All in that light when I swerve. All in that light when I swerve. This juice will give you that curve. This juice will give you that curve. All in that light when I swerve. All in that light when I swerve. This juice will give you that curve. This juice will give you that curve. All in that light when I swerve. All in that light when I swerve. This juice will give you that curve. This juice will give you that curve. All in that light when I swerve. All in that light when I swerve. Maxing out. I'm a real dude. In a real god in a really famous city. I don't have a salty mom, but I'm a salty person getting litty. And the blood be keeping me right. Check it, he know what we need, bro. Ain't worried about bail, pushing the mail. Table the L cause he eat those. Keeping the logos all up in it. God wasn't never finished. You wasn't never in the beginning. You can't know the ending. Forget the emotions and your feelings. You don't need him to move. Tell you the difference between me and you. You only be hearing, man, I hear and do. Oh, I'm another villain, well, baby, that's cool. It's funny how the picture be the bad guy. They only deal with the real but don't like the truth when they gotta ask why. Looking at me with a twist when I say a vision ain't in sync, so bye. Straight the real ones on this side, no business, we ride. That life crossover got us scared, so we AI. This juice will give you that curve. This juice will give you that curve. All in that light when I swerve. All in that light when I swerve. This juice will give you that curve. This juice will give you that curve. All in that light when I swerve. All in that light when I swerve. This juice will give you that curve. This juice will give you that curve. All in that light when I swerve. All in that light when I swerve. This juice will give you that curve. This juice will give you that curve. All in that light when I swerve. All in that light when I swerve.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was my man,
Go.
Mike Chambers Jr.
Who made the beat? You know what, Mike? I think
I
he
don't
makes
actually
the
know.
beats.
I think he does.
Yeah, I think he does too.
We had a lot of producers that was there at the takeover event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, Mike Chambers Jr., amazing MC, amazing CHH artist, and
Really good.
we'll be
people,
doing
too.
this more and more often, man. He was one of the people who came up to the takeover and completely shut it down. And I just enjoy him as a brother, man. I mean, he did the Spitters Forum with us one time, and he got bars as well as, like I said, you can do music, and he produces also.
Yeah,
so
man.
if you guys
Dope.
want to
Super
find,
dope. Yep.
you guys want to find Mike Chambers Jr., you can find him at Michael Chambers Jr. on Facebook, on Instagram. Just make sure you out there searching for him. Reach out to my dude. Really amazing guy if you need a feature for show.
Yep.
But this is the Serious Reporter segment, man. And here at the Perspective, if you guys want to be a part of this, you can always reach us at theperspective@yahoo.com.
Yes.
Or you can DM us at any of our social media, Facebook, The Perspective Podcast, IG, The Perspective Podcast, or hit us up on Twitter at @perspective_.
Yes.
Yep.
We would love to have you. We would love for you to be a part of this. This is The Perspective Podcast. If people want to call in, what's the number, T?
702-608-3259.
That was too fast. I don't know.
So R&B that thing.
702-608-3259.
It's so funny. It's like your eyes change when you.
His eyes, and I think he gets
know,
this
right?
like side smirk
let's see.
thing
I don't know
going.
what you guys are talking about.
It's like 702.
No, it's like Jumanji when The Rock
Where's
does the
his
thing.
R&B stool when you need it?
Remember the
Right.
Rock? Remember The Rock in
Yeah.
Jumanji? He
That
does
little
the
smolder.
What about the
Yeah.
Rock?
The Rock.
Yeah.
The smolder and
Oh, we're
the
gonna make
mother.
Brittany go crazy.
But yeah, definitely, man. You guys,
I did not.
you guys make sure you guys call in. You know, talk
Yeah.
about anything. All right, so you brought up Martin earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk
I
about
got
it.
some news about Martin. Did you guys hear that Tisha Campbell Martin and Duane Martin, they're getting a divorce?
I
After
did hear
like
about that.
26 years of
Yeah,
marriage?
man.
26, 27 years of
Yeah,
marriage.
But it's
27
not.
years.
Is it a bad one? It's not a bad one though, right?
It's a
What
one.
you mean?
It's a one. I don't know if it has
well,
to be good or bad.
I'm talking about how they went public with anything as far as
Oh, are they amicable?
disrespectful. Yeah, whatever.
Well,
that
it was
word meant.
announced
Okay.
recently. I don't know the details. I don't know if there's going to be a book memoir or what's going on. But do you guys think that, it's ironic maybe that Tisha Campbell and
I don't think it's ironic.
It's said to be coming back to the Martin show, and there was rumors about, some
So does
issues.
this mean that it won't be animated?
No, I don't think it will be
That's a
animated because
serious
there
question.
actually will be on it.
it
But
was badly
But I
timed.
mean,
I said earlier, I think we've
Hey,
been blaming Gina all this time
Not me.
for the show going away.
Oh, because of the restraining
Well,
orders.
Yeah, and it might have been Duane.
I thought we was blaming Martin.
No, we could have
I mean,
been
he the
blaming
one that got
Martin
the
in his.
restraining orders.
So
on him.
Tangelo,
It wasn't
there were
him that got the-
rumors. There were rumors around the Martin
I
show.
know about that.
Okay.
That sexual harassment.
Well, not only
Right?
that, but the implication that we're talking about with them going
Yep.
through a divorce and she's suddenly coming back to the Martin.
No, I get that.
Is that maybe Duane was?
I get that.
Okay, what don't you get?
I'm saying I thought we was blaming Martin for the departure of the show because he was the one doing the sexual harassment. Understand?
Well,
I
definitely
didn't
we
think he was
could have.
blaming the woman.
He was definitely a part of it, right?
Yeah.
That was their reasoning.
Yeah, that was said. True.
But a lot of people definitely kind of put a lot of blame on Gina. Like, oh, you broke up our show. We love this show,
I
so
feel
on
it.
and so
Bruh,
forth.
Just because
I'm
he the star. Just because he the big star.
Well, yeah,
That's a-
he definitely got
Yeah.
favoritism in that mode because he's a
stars
star.
innocence.
Yeah,
You went for the big honcho.
Yeah.
and
Exactly. But yeah, I mean,
That's not fair,
obviously,
too, though.
it's like if there were sexual harassment
Right.
things going on, and
Then
then
you need
she's
to-
going back, she wants to do the show again, and he's like, it shouldn't matter how much money it is.
They work things out. I mean,
No,
they-
I'm saying Duane Martin is probably like, it don't matter how much money you got.
James, we got a
Alright.
caller.
yeah. I think we got a
Let's
caller
see,
up
what's
here.
What's up?
Let's figure out what these people want. What you want? What you want? What's going on? What's your perspective?
want?
Welcome
What
to
you
the
want?
Perspective Podcast.
What's up? What's up? What's up? This is
Know your
this is
name.
Angie calling in.
Hey, Angie.
What's up, Angie? Where you calling from?
What up? What up? Though? I'm here in Vegas. I live in Vegas.
That's what's up, Angie. So, what's your perspective? What do you want to talk about?
My perspective. Oh, I wanted to get in on this Fresh Prince of BelAir and Martin combo.
Yes.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, let me ask you this: are you here for the Fresh Princess of BelAir coming back animated?
Well, I like the animation idea altogether. Like that would be dope if
I dig that.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is my favorite TV show, actually. So when y'all said it, I was like, ooh, they calling me. So,
you had to put your 2 cents in.
That would be dope if it came back animate. I think one of y'all said something that about adults liking animation nowadays. Like,
yeah, that was your boy D'Angelo.
D'Angelo.
That was Mr. R&B. I'm playing. So, I actually like the Fresh Princess of Bel-Air because we don't see a lot of black princesses.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that would be great to see that.
And women are winning right now.
Yeah. So really, for real.
Well,
for
we
sure.
started Earth, so.
And that happened to Black Panther too. Like
kidding.
women was winning in there. You know, she stopped the rhino with just, you know, so
definitely.
I think Black Princess is gonna be great. I think they should do
So
that.
Miss Angie, let me ask you about the Martin thing. How do you feel about Martin coming back? Are you here for that?
Like because we missing 2 characters, I don't know. Like,
wait, are we missing 2 characters? I think we're just missing Tommy.
We're missing Tommy.
Nah, Cole said he wasn't on either, right?
Nah,
I thought
Cole's back. Cole's back.
Man, you know he about to get that bag.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, Cole is back.
Okay. Well, yeah, if he's back, then that's cool. But I don't know. I mean, I guess you could the same argument for Fresh Prince, but like a show like that, like the 80s, and it's just it's a particular era where it just has the jokes ain't gonna be the same, and I don't know.
Yeah, you know what, Angie? I like people when they agree with me, so I like you.
Word up.
Man, you gotta have Mr. Renaissance there.
Yo, Angie, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for your perspective.
Thanks for calling in, Angie. Make sure you stay tuned too.
Yeah, definitely. And if you see us, if you see us online, share it. Let people know about us. We here.
Oh, word for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, so we have some people out there who really not too excited about Martin coming back.
I'm here
losing
for
your leg
Martin
and losing your voice. What's going on?
I feel like we gotta give it a chance. I think that
I'm all for giving it a chance.
Yeah, give
I'm
it a
just saying,
chance. Is it better than some of the other things on TV?
Somebody
Yes,
once said that
probably.
you can't reheat cold French fries.
Unless you put them in the oven. Anyway.
But I'm just saying they won't be exactly the same.
They're not going to be. But you know what? They also say that turkey
French fries.
That Thanksgiving dinner tastes so much better the next day.
That's a bet, but
I don't know.
All I'm saying is just give it a chance.
I'm with it.
And Angie, thank you for calling in. Hopefully you stay tuned and maybe continue in the conversation too.
For sure.
Because this, I don't know.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dinner the next day is only better because
I hear you. But I love to see and like I said, when we weigh the options of like, do you prefer animated or do you prefer just coming back live action? I'm really with the nothing is discouraging me from looking at the Fresh Prince.
I'm pretty sure if they do Fresh Prince
it's not
if they do Fresh Prince live action or if they do an animation, they're gonna do a good job.
Yeah, but do we really want to see? Do we want to see a 50-something-year-old irresponsible Will Smith?
No. Of course, that's not what it would be.
So it'll be the new film.
It may be new character. It may be a new Fresh Prince coming in. You never know. It may be a new Fresh Prince coming in.
If she ain't from West Philadelphia, born and raised, I don't want to hear.
On the playground is where
it may be dude. It may be the dude.
I want to hear. I want to hear East Connecticut, born and raised. I don't want to hear that.
It may be the dude from the one that they want to play Chris Tucker. In the new
DC
Friday.
Young Fly.
It may be him. He might come in. It may be a whole lot of surprises like that.
He would be dope as jazz.
I just feel like sometimes we have to appreciate what things were and appreciate what they can evolve to.
Exactly.
I'm with it.
But it could be something
and not make cold fries. Not try to.
I'm just tired of
this
this generation where we seem like we can't come up with original ideas.
I don't know about that.
We keep making old stuff.
I'll take reboots. Before we take the call, I'll take reboots over some of the crap we got on TV now. I'm sorry.
I hear that. Hey, yo, what's going on? You are in on the Perspective. What's your perspective and where you call it from?
And what's your name?
I'm calling from Las Vegas. This your girl, guys. Poet.
What's up?
That's what I thought it was.
Hey.
How you doing? Turn your radio down for me, sweets.
I'm doing great.
So what's your perspective?
I'm calling about the perspective of the Martin and the Fresh Princess.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts?
I'm not an animated person.
No?
I don't even like cartoons. Never have.
Well,
never
we don't
will.
like you.
What did he say?
I knew you was gonna say something smart.
Don't beat up the people listening to us.
I am Team Martin. I am Team Martin. I can't wait.
Me too.
So
no, Gospel knows our love.
Yeah. All right, so you hear from Martin coming back.
I am too, sis.
Yes.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yes.
I'm gonna watch it.
Give it a chance.
I am. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I like the fact that they're bringing something positive, as you know, for positive imaging for the young girls, because there's not a lot out there. You got the weekend girls talking about, you know, you can come every weekend, and you got all these other people. So to bring the positive back in is great for me. But I'm just, you know, I have my daughter watch it. I just won't be watching it.
Well, which one are you talking about?
She's talking about the princess. Fresh Princess.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, why don't you give it a chance, guys? Poet, what's wrong with you?
Give it a chance.
You know what? The last cartoon I watched was Mulan, and I couldn't get into it. So,
Jesus Christ! Did you hold on? Did you watch Princess and the Frog?
That's my question.
No, because there was too many subliminal stuff in there. So
I'm sorry, but God's Poet, we got.
We got to go. Did you watch Black Panther?
I think you just lost the room.
Give me this. Give me this microphone. God's Poet, we need to talk, okay? Because
we will talk.
We need to talk about this. Princess Tiana was amazing, and you know what? The real talk though, subliminals are in everything. All kind of cartoons, like everything now.
Are we about to get into Disney is evil?
We're not. Well,
yeah.
Hey, we don't have conspiracy theory
Mickey
today, but
black.
we will be having one soon,
will.
and I'm gonna need you to chime in, boo. But no, I'm here for Frog and the Princess, or Princess and the Frog, however you say it.
You don't even know it.
However you say it.
Come on now.
I'm going down the bayou. I'm going down the bayou.
But
okay?
real quick, we wanted
just rewatch it again, sis, and then come back and we'll talk about it after you rewatch it and clearly watch it.
But we wanted to we talked about it a little bit earlier. I didn't know if you were tuned in, but we wanted to give you a shout out and a great bravo for the success of the takeover that just happened this past Saturday. We appreciate you, you know, laboring so toughly and making sure, like, you know what I'm saying, that Christian hip hop has a place in Las Vegas. So major shout outs to you and keep doing your things, sis.
Shout out to the Perspective.
You're not gonna talk about her shoes?
In the building, and you guys did an awesome job. I just wanted to thank you and appreciate you.
Aww.
You guys always, you know, giving the shout outs and bringing it out there, putting it out there in the atmosphere so that people have an ear to hear what's going on in the community. So I thank you guys.
We appreciate you, girl.
Can't wait till the next one.
Yes. Hopefully we keep our job too, because we trying.
Definitely.
I was about to talk mess about you.
That's a confirmation right there.
Don't.
But you got all sentimental. Right. All right. Never mind.
Well, I thank you guys again. I love you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and finish shopping.
That's what so buy me something. I wear a size extra large. But we appreciate you. God love you.
Extra large.
Keep on listening in. All right, peace.
All right, thank you.
You guys are crazy. So I think we should watch both and give it a chance and then review it.
But like strong women are in right now. Like
I
love the.
Why we gotta be in right now? Why we can't always be
I'm not,
in?
Not always
okay,
in.
so don't take it like a shot like that.
Not
I'm not
always
saying
in.
that, but what I'm saying is that like when it comes to black female, like they
Getting play?
they're getting the red carpet rolled out for them, which is definitely overdue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
You know,
I thought you was gonna say overrated. I was gonna say you were dead. You were done. I was looking at you.
You
said
trying to
over.
lose your life today?
You said over. I said.
Tangela got scared. Yeah, no. But we're getting a lot of play.
I see my girl at the door. Like,
yeah,
we're getting a lot of play.
And it's amazing. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Another person, you know, and like I said, I guess we're gonna try to reheat these cold French fries again.
Right.
Who is a strong black woman.
And
is fighting for her right to protest. Is Monique.
Yeah, she had a follow-up interview on the Breakfast Club, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So did you guys check it out? What did you think about it?
I saw that interview. It was very, very good interview.
It was. I think she had more facts. I think there's a lot that can be said about it, but my position on it is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
The conversation was out there. She caught slight for it, but this second interview, this follow-up interview, she actually brought facts and like hardcore information. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, if you go back to the Our Perspective on IG, Our Perspective podcast on IG, I put up when her and her husband and manager, Sydney, kind of came up with the the Amy Schumer fact about how much her movie made, Almost Christmas, and about how much
Amy Schumer's which was like
made.
Snatched, yeah,
yeah,
and their budgets too,
you know what I'm saying, the profit lines and all of that.
And it's just to throw it out there.
Yeah.
So Almost Christmas, I believe she said had a budget of about 17 mil.
Yep.
It made 46 mil.
46.
And Amy Schumer's Snatched. I'm sorry, Amy Schumer, that you're getting dragged into this whole conversation, but
y'all saying Snatched.
But she had that.
What's the name of the movie?
That movie had a budget of like 41 or
confusing
42 mil.
Yeah.
And it made 46 mil as well. Tell me which one had a bigger profit.
Obviously, we know the one that, you know, if you subtract the original
that's a
from.
crazy thing.
So Almost Christmas, definitely, I think it budgeted or made over its budget about 15 million, 15, 16 million.
From 17 million to 46 million?
Okay, whatever. Do your math. But anyway.
I won't. But that's a lot.
Like 25 mil, like 25 mil, something like that. And then
30.
Amy Schumer's only made $3 million in profit. So she has some definite room, like she has some good points
factual,
there.
Yeah,
absolutely. Some really good points there about what more do I have to do. This is where I am right now. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about resume, you don't want to take me because of resume.
But
this
you
is
took
my
her
resume.
Because of resume.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you guys think she has too much of an attitude for?
Does that matter? Oh, let me ask you
is?
this. Even if Mike, because I believe he was listed as one of the people with the Quincy Jones conversation, right? As selfish or greedy or whatever, right?
Michael?
Yeah. Let's say even, I'm not comparing Monique to Mike, but I'm not. But even if someone that is dubbed legendary, which they both are, is considered a diva or has an attitude, does that take away from their resume?
I don't think so.
I think she's probably a difficult person to work with sometimes. I think that some people are probably right with that, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't deserve more than what she was being offered, and that's my opinion.
So back to the interview that she did on the Breakfast Club. She had she definitely came in, like you said, with receipts, right? She was ready with her facts. But you guys brought up the difficult part. It does seem like she was really very condescending. You know, Charlamagne the God.
Not defensive. I mean,
I don't know if she was defensive. Charlamagne the God. You have Angela Yee and you have DJ Envy.
Right.
She refused to call Charlamagne by his stage name or by his work name.
Well, she's been called Donkey of the Day though.
Yeah, and that was
so she's offended.
But she kind of took that too rough. Like, I just want to know, brother, why would you call me Donkey of the Day?
I would have. I don't know.
Because
she could have called him another name, but
you know why? You know why? Because it probably hit deep from somebody that she probably listens to Charlamagne. She probably respected his words.
But Charlamagne is giving his friends Donkey of the Day. He's giving the people in the room.
But that's
who
in
was
a playful way,
and
though.
No, not necessarily. It's all in the same thing. You did something stupid today.
True.
You did something that was weird today.
Yeah, he is friends with Drake now. So.
Yeah.
I just feel like Charlamagne may eventually make himself the Donkey of the Day, but that's my opinion. But what do you think about?
He's done it plenty of times.
What do you think? Do you think that she brought enough information to say, okay, where am I lying?
I think if she had if I attribute it to being a hold on one second.
What do you think, T?
I think look, I attribute it to a boxing match, right? So if it was a boxing match, you know, they had score cards and you score by rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I think Monique won 8 rounds of those 12. Like, she was ready
I think she won more
for
of
her
that.
back. Like,
that's my opinion.
You know, she had her back. She was ready to talk about, like, you know what I'm saying, the age inequality, the black inequality, the female inequality. She was willing to talk about all of that. She had history. She had examples of other things.
Whatever,
she was ready for that conversation.
Question, even with that though, Charlamagne said you're taking something that happened in your personal professional career and you're making it about everyone else. But she's not the only person that brought this discussion up.
This is true.
And she's not even in her majority of her industry, yes. But I mean, as far as what she does, but not the industry itself.
Yep.
So it's not fair for Charlamagne to say it's just an isolated incident with you.
And that's where he kind of got it wrong.
Yeah,
that's where he got it wrong. I mean
nobody's perfect.
No, it's not about being perfect. It's about being factual in this situation.
And her thing was, it's like, how dare you call me Donkey of the Day if you didn't know, if you assume.
If you don't have
you're
the
going off
facts.
of things that you assume.
Yeah.
Then that's it. But he didn't necessarily have to assume. She definitely did call for a boycott of Netflix. She definitely did.
He was giving her Donkey.
Did he even mention
He gave
that?
her Donkey of the Day off of what he knew.
He did. He talked about the boycott.
Okay. No, but I'm just saying more so what he kept repeating when she kept asking, why did you call me the Donkey of the Day? He kept repeating, what makes you think that you deserve the same amount as Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle?
But
and she's like, the point.
All right, 1 second. We got somebody calling in. What's going on? How you doing? You on the Our Perspective, and what's your perspective?
This is Adri. First of all, what up, Jane?
What's good with it? Hey, what up? How you doing? This is my sister Adrienne.
Yeah, you went all the way there. How you doing? Hey, what's up?
Shout out. I don't want to put too much of your
Levels.
business out there, but this is my sister. This is not my sister's sister. Like I have a sister with my twin sister who's named Adrienne, but she's also an Adrienne.
So
I don't want to put
What's
her
up,
professional
Adrienne?
business out there, but if she wants to, she can go right ahead.
Well, all I'll say is that I am a staunch film and entertainment industry connoisseur of sorts, and these conversations matter
Yeah,
a
okay.
lot to me, which
Alright.
is why I felt the need to call in, because this particular segment is really getting on my nerves.
Okay, so give me your perspective on this Monique situation.
So Monique, in my personal opinion, is worth more than $500,000.
No one disagrees with that. I don't think.
I'm gonna say in potential,
Okay.
but her relevance right now doesn't warrant that. It doesn't matter what she used to be. Right now, in 2018, Monique matters not to most people. Amy Schumer is currently more relevant. I did sort of find Brittany's take on the budget interesting.
Okay.
Christmas definitely.
The profit. You mean the profit margin
Yeah,
that
the
these
numbers
different
that she
movies
brought.
made?
Sorry. I'm like super multitasking right now too. So sorry for my stutters, but I think that the issue for Monique is that her reputation has gotten so bad that right now she has to work a lot harder than she would if she was just cool. If Monique was just cool all these years that she hasn't been like visibly in front of people's faces, she probably wouldn't have to work this hard.
Yeah.
But after dragging Lee Daniels in the process of dragging Lee Daniels, she low-key came for Taraji when she was mad that Lee Daniels cast Taraji as Cookie.
That's a fact.
She low-key tried to drag Taraji too. Like, she does this kind of stuff and doesn't care who gets caught in the crossfire.
Can we also add that she came after our black queen, Oprah?
Yes. I'm saying, like, you come for too many people.
Yeah.
Adrienne, I do have a question too, though. So I do have a question. So, and we appreciate your points too. You're making really some really good points, and we appreciate your perspective on it. So, if someone sells out something, a huge theater or whatever, and then they don't do something for 2 years, that makes them irrelevant. If they make a profit from 17 million to 46 million, 47 million, and they don't do let's just say they don't do anything major or notable for 2 years, that makes them irrelevant when she is technically proven to be the most decorated comedian. So I guess that's the first question I have. The second, I'll let you answer that first too. Does 2 years make you irrelevant? And if so, then Netflix saying, regardless of whatever amount they gave her, let's just say they gave her $2 million, but they told her she can't tell jokes for the next 2 years. She can't tour. She can't find a way to make money when that's what she does for the next 2 years. They're forcing her to be irrelevant if that's the case.
Right. So let me break that down. So the first part, I don't think that it makes her irrelevant just because it's the 2 years.
Okay.
The issue, the difference is, Almost Christmas wasn't Monique's movie.
True.
She was in Almost Christmas.
True. Was Snatch, and that's so true. But was Snatch more like Amy? Okay.
She wrote Amy.
She still made less money, but I get it. Almost Christmas was not Monique's movie. You're absolutely right.
That's a great point. I didn't really
So,
think about
you know what I mean? So it's like, if it was her movie, then she would have a better leg to stand on. I actually laughed when she brought up Almost Christmas.
Because not everybody loves that. Everybody don't love
Exactly.
But you know what? If it made that much money, though, I think that's still impressive to be a part of something that.
It is.
But go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It is. It's not so for her. She can use it, but that's all she had recent, which is why I laughed. Because all you have is this in recent years. And like I was having a conversation with my friends on Sunday, and it was almost unanimous where most people, when I asked, what do y'all remember Monique from? Everybody and their mama at the table said Precious. That was a long time ago.
But the Queens of Comedy.
And
well,
it's even longer.
All right, so a lot of people don't like Monique because of how diva-fied she is, right?
Right.
I wanna know, who's besides Whoopi Goldberg, who's another black female that really made it big, like as far as comedy, really big. I think she had to open. Did she open any doors? And
did Monique open doors?
Did Monique open doors? Like, did she?
I think so. I think anytime you win an awards regularly, you
That's
are
what I'm saying. I think she opened some doors.
Yeah.
For black females, and I think
Why
whenever
you keep saying females?
Because that's what
Black
we're talking
women.
about.
All right,
Black women.
So yeah,
black women.
Just
But
hit
and
on
I think-
hit on that point real quick.
yeah. So
Adrian.
what I'm saying is, I think it's tougher when you're the one opening doors. The door is harder to
It's
open.
harder. Oh,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
deep.
So
That's deep right
I
there.
think Monique could be coming from a place of I need to get it now, and it's a lot of aggression because that's how she got herself there, being
Right.
aggressive.
And she sees
And she ain't turned it down, and she know a lot more than we do.
She
You know what I'm
sees
saying?
it,
So
yeah.
She seems to.
yeah.
So what I would
So
like to
give
say,
her a little credit.
And so I'm not fully discrediting her. I just wish that her attitude had been better in the interim. The number of times that she would storm on her social media
Right.
or on her YouTube channel with Daddy and throw all these fits on people.
We didn't bring that up.
Now you find yourself in a place where you unfortunately, and I am a black woman, so I understand it well, but you end up walking around with this angry black woman thought bubble hovered over you all the time, and it matters. It makes a huge difference. But to the point about her Netflix also saying that she won't be able to tour or do shows or whatever for the next 2 years. The issue with that is that she didn't explain that when she asked everybody to boycott Netflix.
That's a
All
fact.
she brought up was they want to pay me less. I think from the beginning, had she laid all of the cards on the table, more people probably would have been on her side instead of the majority.
That's a great point.
And on
Jump
top,
off.
not entertainment.
And on top of that, she don't like thin women. So we can't
Anyway.
love women like that.
Yo,
But that's
Adrian.
good, yeah.
Adrian, I thank you for calling in. Thank you for giving your perspective. Let's get together. Let's talk a little bit more. If you got a prayer life, pray for me. Well, I know you got a prayer life, so pray for me. I got surgery tomorrow. But we'll talk soon, sis. And Tony said, hey. She said, hey. She in the studio. She quiet, though. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Yo, share this and
No
let people know about it that we're here. Love you, sis.
Absolutely.
Base.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Yo, I think that was I think
was
that's a great
interesting.
perspective. I never even thought about like the idea that Almost Christmas
She
really
didn't
wasn't
write-
her movie.
right.
It really
But
wasn't.
it was still
I thought
something
about
she
it.
was in that grossed really well.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not gonna take that away from her.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
but I
they
think
had
go
some
ahead.
wonderful names in it. I mean, I believe Danny Glover was in Almost Christmas. He was like the father.
Yeah.
They had a lot of like
They had a lot of big things.
Carrie Hilson, JB
Right.
Smooth, couple other
Carrie
people.
Hilson in that movie.
Yeah, she definitely was a little bit a little fast, but
Yeah, she was.
she like though
Well, he
it
was,
was one of
too.
those like if they were trying to kind of follow up on that like all black cast
Like
of
This Christmas?
heartthrobs. Not,
With
This
Idris
Christmas.
Elba and
This
Chris
Christmas.
Brown.
And what's the another one? The Best Man.
The Best Man.
And
There's
Best Man
nothing
Christmas.
wrong with us making it. I mean, we did it in the 90s. Why not?
But which brings me back to that point. Like those type of movies are going to gross because you have an audience for them. So you can't really take the credit of Almost Christmas just because you was in it, Monique.
Right.
You were in a movie.
But it was the most recent project she was in. Again, what have
She
you
has
done
to-
for me lately?
Yeah.
And that was the last thing she was in. So
She's
I
part
don't
of-
think her point is I did this and this is all about me. But it was the last thing she
But
did.
she was saying it. But do you agree that she was saying it like, look, this was my movie and I did it, in opposed to, I
maybe
forget
that's
the
the
guy's
tone.
name who used to write stage plays.
David E. Talbert.
There you go. David E. Talbert was one of the writers
She
for those
probably-
movies.
He was
and
also
She
a
probably
part
got
of
paid
First
the most though.
Sunday.
You never know. She probably got paid the most. So
We don't know.
I don't know.
But either way, I think we got a lot of great perspectives
That was
today
amazing.
on that
That was
topic.
amazing. Yeah.
Shout out to Monique. Either way, I hope
Yeah.
I hope you
breaking
do
them
well
doors
with
down.
whatever you
So
do.
to finish that, did she change your mind about how you kind of like look at her or look at the situation
The discussion.
You know
after
what?
this
To
interview?
be honest, through all the rumors and even facts, we really never know the real facts because you could always switch the truth up to make it sound, or the lie up to make it sound like more truth. And you could do that both ways. You know what I'm saying? So
My
I
favorite
don't know.
point that Monique said was about who is the black comedian, female comedian, who has gotten that $1 million bag.
That opportunity.
Yeah, who has had that opportunity? Who is this black female? If we just sit here and just say, all right, I'll continue letting me give me 800,000 or 500,000 or 250,000, which they offered Wanda Sykes, who's also a legend, who also worked with Chris Rock, who also has a very similar following. Wanda Sykes has the LGBTQ community, and she has the same audience as Chris Rock. You know, she could have brought numbers in. You know, so they offer her the same thing. So her
500,000.
So in turn, I think Quan made this point earlier. She had a lot of opportunity to think about her rebuttals and get her stories together. But at the end of it all, that's still a wonderful point that maybe we didn't all automatically think of because we just think Mo'Nique out here, you know what I'm saying, parading for her bag, and opposed to saying, really, what female comic has gotten that opportunity? I mean, people bring up
just because it didn't come out right, you know, the first time she announced it, just because it didn't come out right didn't mean it was.
And the question, and that's a good point. And I think Charlamagne responded and said, well, I'm sure Tiffany Haddish everyone's banking on Tiffany Haddish to do it or assuming. But the fact of it is, even the point that was, if you would have presented all the information in the beginning, that's not how entertainment works. We know that. Yeah. You make the bogus. It was brilliant the way she did it for entertainment purposes. Mm-hmm. She makes the statement.
And she knows
I'm the most decorated comedian right now.
And that
First
rubbed
off,
everybody
people
the
are
wrong way.
like, not only did they rub it the wrong way, but they research. And sometimes in this sensational world, sometimes you need to be rubbed in order for you to dig in and say, okay, well, let me check it.
Right.
And that's when they tuned in. That's when people started tuning into what was being said.
Exactly. Right.
The way she goes about it, it's very decorative and everything. She's very flavorful and loud or whatever, the way she's going about it. But that was perfect because then it brought that conversation around, and then we were able to be more effective in what we're talking about.
And is she the most decorated?
According to the numbers that we're talking about.
IMDb,
so nobody knew that until she said it.
And the way that it came out was fine. And then as facts continue,
hey, listen,
sorry.
she's looking like LeVar Ball genius. I think LeVar Ball is her. I think LeVar Ball is her.
We could say that she's taking the Donald Trump LeVar Ball playbook and saying, "Look, I'm going to get these numbers. I'm going to get these attention, these eyes,
and then these facts will show themselves."
And
why not? If you're going to be in controversy anyway.
Because, I mean, if we did a poll right now of how many people would actually watch it, not watch it because you're just a super Mo'Nique fan, but if she put that special out, would you watch it? People going to watch it just to trash it, but she's still going to get that money.
She's going to get that.
Now,
that
and
she's going to still get that stream.
But if she's funny, then people going to watch the next one.
And if she comes through with the great material.
She's going to.
I know y'all was tripping when I said y'all boycott Netflix. Y'all was like, hey, you know, I mean.
Here's something I wanted to bring up. Can you name a Mo'Nique joke?
Yes. But I don't necessarily want to share them.
No, some people you can't name the jokes. They just have that personality.
Can you name a Dave Chappelle joke?
From
the
like
monkey,
from like
Charlamagne.
Excuse me, from like 20 some years.
I live in the trash can.
Yeah.
I can, but from like thousands. But believe it or not, I'm not a Dave Chappelle fan.
Well, okay.
So
you
I didn't look
at. Okay.
I'm not a Dave Chappelle fan. Like I don't hate him, but I don't love him.
I didn't look at Mo'Nique like that, but I'm sure a Mo'Nique fan can name a Mo'Nique joke.
Look, at the end of the day, somebody just need to tell Mo'Nique, look, we don't like you. You're fine. Look, because think about it like this. If Charlamagne or anything like that.
Out here.
See, that's going to be a decorated line right there. I don't know if he's taking the Mo'Nique route.
Just come out and say, look, I don't want to do business with you because I don't like you. It has nothing to do with your race or anything like that. It has everything to do with how you talk to people. Mm-hmm. Because one thing about her interview, I did not like how she was talking to people. She refused to call Charlamagne his name, and she kept saying Lenard.
Which can be perceived as condescending, and I get
very
it.
much so.
She was very offensive and defensive
because
she got called Donkey of the Day by him. And
yeah, but you're taking it too serious because he's called everybody Donkey of the Day.
I'm sure he won't take being called his own name that serious. That's all I'm saying.
It didn't seem like
tripping. Mo'Nique out here woke.
But this is the thing about it.
Really
quick though. Some people were not given an opportunity to do or are denied an opportunity to do a Netflix special. So her attitude did not stop them from approaching her. So that's all I'm saying. So, but generally speaking, if you say, hey, look, from my interaction with you or whatever, then I don't really want to do business with you, then that's, that is what it is.
And just go ahead. Sorry.
She's working with Olivia Pope.
That's what it is. Olivia,
she got fixed.
Olivia Pope is doing this.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna sabotage your whole career. Yes, you know how the little flick goes up.
Real talk. What if
I'm the most decorated artist of the?
What
and
if
then you're gonna come back on Charlamagne the Breakfast Club because they get good numbers. So then you're gonna come. Yes, listen, look at
I
the
have
plan.
a question. What if she's eventually gonna transition to not do regular types of comedy and be a type of activist?
She might.
In this, because some of the things that were said is that she didn't let people talk to the director, David E. Talbert. She didn't let the producer talk to the director just any kind of way. He was being called boy and other condescending things.
She did bring that up.
And there have been other times instances where she's said to have stood up for people being talked to condescendingly or whatever. But I mean, what if she's gonna turn into like a decorativist?
What now?
Decorativist.
That's a real thing?
Like a
Do you think she's
like
black
a
woman power?
decorative activist?
Decorativist? Oh, okay.
Hey, y'all gotta follow me.
Coin that. Look,
All right.
I think
I like it.
I think if we just got to be a little bit more, because the overall consensus is that people just don't like Monique. Like, we just don't like how
James's conclusion.
James,
No.
do you like Monique?
That's
yes
not
or no?
my conclusion.
I'm not in love with how she speaks. I'm not in love with even her brand of
If
comedy.
Monique walked through this door, would you give her a
Of course
handshake or a hug?
Of course I would, because
I
I
would
respect
wanna
her
hug
and what
Monique.
she's done.
She would be like, baby.
I would love if she said, baby.
But
Come here, baby. I would
Sweet
love
baby.
to hug Monique.
I love us for
That'd be
real.
great.
I would, does she deserve respect? Of course.
Absolutely.
You know, and not
She
just,
deserves more than 50. I wouldn't accept 500. Well, I don't know what I would accept. But if I was her, I would not. Even if I accepted 500 mil.
So here's an perspective.
I wouldn't accept the 2 years of me not doing stuff.
You
So
said
here's
even
an
if you accepted
perspective.
500 mil, you just said that.
I got a hot take. I got a hot take.
Go ahead.
Did the black ball work? Did the black ball
I
that
don't
she
know.
claims?
A hot take, huh? And then you
Listen.
gonna say something about black balls?
Jesus
Okay,
Christ!
good.
Look, did
That's what she
That is
said.
terrible, James. This is a Christian hip hop station. Inspirational. It's not
Okay, so
inspirational hip hop
Positive.
station.
Positive.
Jesus Christ.
Monique claims that Lee
black ball?
Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and other people put a black ball on her in her career.
Okay.
So are we saying that the black ball worked? Like, think about it for a
I
minute.
don't
Just
know.
back up for a minute and
I
say.
think the
So
conversation.
we saying, well, you know, I'm gonna take this a whole nother route if I go.
Don't go
Okay,
that way.
go ahead.
Turn your GPS off and just
Yeah, 'cause
stay on
Go
the road.
ahead, y'all
Yeah.
go ahead.
I think that the conversation, which is the deeper issue of things that she's bringing up, is a real conversation that needs to be had.
That's a fact.
I think this is a colorful way to have the conversation, whether it be
Colorful.
her or Viola Davis or Jada Pinkett or anyone else.
Mhm.
It's still, because some people may have viewed Viola Davis as, she said, if you're calling me the black Meryl Streep, I need her bag too. Is she wrong for saying that?
I don't know.
I mean, I think the conversation is a real conversation, regardless of whether it's related to Monique or not.
What did Richard Pryor call her? Or no, somebody called her something.
Somebody called.
Somebody in her interview, she had brought up that she was a legend called her the female someone.
The Mrs. Pryor, I thought.
Is that what it was?
I thought
yeah, Mrs. Pryor.
Mr. Pryor called her Mrs. Pryor.
So yeah, so she running
deep.
off. She running off of high fumes when it comes to who Monique thinks Monique is. Don't question that, because she has been solidified in it.
Right.
And I mentioned this in a conversation outside of this, is that Monique is at the point where she may have been ran over, and she refuses to be ran over again. She refuses to be talked down. She refuses for you to think less of her in the moment. And it may come off as the quote unquote angry black woman, but she just knows what she wants and what she thinks she deserves.
I see a lot of black women that don't have that attitude, that are labeled that don't have that angry black woman. They're really nice women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
really
I think she's telling it's just not my brand.
Because nice women don't get angry, right? That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying, like,
if you have a reason to be angry,
everybody
be angry.
does. But I'm saying to be labeled as that,
but
it's
handle
a whole nother level.
Yeah,
and
that's a whole nother. That is a whole conversation.
It's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, Tiffany Haddish. I love Tiffany Haddish, by the way. But you could see Monique. You could tell she was looking at Monique when she was younger. I'm sure she'll probably attest to that.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of, oh, come here, babies. Come here, babies. Tiffany Haddish has a lot of Monique in her, and that's it's supposed to be like that.
in her brand of comedy, it's still a little bit. It's a little raw.
I think
Who's the
that
most
Jess
influential
hilarious.
black woman
What?
comedian?
What'd you say?
Who's the most influential?
and
Like
that's a
Richard
tough one.
Pryor is influential.
Black woman, no, right? So I guess you have to put
You have to
Monique
put
in
Monique?
that conversation.
I
Monique,
wouldn't
Wanda?
put one person in it.
Monique, Wanda,
There's a
Wanda Sykes.
There's a few, I would say.
Who else?
Whoopie Goldberg.
But I can say
Whoopi
that
Goldberg.
chick Jess Hilarious
But do people
reminds
really?
me of
But
Monique.
does Whoopi really influence as far as their personality on stage and things like that?
Yeah, but Whoopi went from doing like shows to doing.
You know what? She does. She does influence.
But she wasn't all the way just a comedian. She used to do like one man shows, and no pun intended.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
one woman show. Why she gotta be a man?
But I'm just saying that's just the term.
And Whoopi kind of appealed to like.
Yeah. So speaking of Tiffany Haddish, Tiffany Haddish has done a couple deals with Netflix, but they haven't put the numbers out there. So I know that it's gonna fuel more if the numbers are.
They wait just.
Yeah. They're holding on that.
But Tiffany did say herself that they aren't legend numbers because obviously this term legend has been put out. Do you think I'm a legend? Do you think I deserve what the legends got?
Right.
She did say it's not legend numbers, but it is definitely more than it is more than 500,000.
Yeah.
And some people are rumors that it is more than like 8 figures. So that puts it at least 10.
It sucks to be dragged into conversations. You're just like, wait, what? What's going on? Like,
because Tiffany's hot right now.
Not just Tiffany, but I'm just saying, like,
Amy.
everybody. That's another point that your girl Adrian pointed out. It's like you're dragging other people into it. But I don't know. I think we got a lot of perspectives on this topic.
Man,
I think we might want to learn something today.
You want to learn? You want to teach the people something?
I think we should teach everybody.
Because we did this at the takeover.
Everybody.
And once again, me and Tiangelo nailed it. And
in a
all
coffin
day,
for
every
real.
day.
Coffin, good one.
For
That's
real.
a bar. That's a bar.
Yeah.
So Britt,
dope.
if you want to,
let's
if you don't
teach
mind,
the peoples.
let's teach the people a few things, man.
Let's teach people. Word of the week.
Okay, well, check this out. Though. First of all, you're throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now, because I don't understand them, I'm going to take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth.
What is the meaning of this?
Education means you will learn to speak in a new language.
You're gonna learn today.
You will be taught to achieve insight into the world around you.
The word this week is...
The word this week is peripatetic. It is an adjective.
Easy.
Peripatetic. You guys, this is going to be hilarious. If you want to chime in, feel free. What does it mean, guys? Peripatetic.
Peripatetic. You got it?
Huh?
This is going to be
You know what this word means?
I know what it means, but I don't want to say it yet.
You don't want to say it?
You don't want to say it
Not
yet?
I know what the word means. I don't want to say it yet.
I don't want to say it yet.
Yeah.
Because
Who's going to go first?
All right, so look. Peripatetic.
Peripatetic.
I'm sorry. Can I go, Britt?
Let's go.
All right, so
Teach the
peripatetic.
people.
I remember when I was younger, I had one pathetic.
Back in the day when I was young.
And it was so happy. And I was just like, yo, this would be better, you know what I'm saying, if I had multiple ones. You know what I'm saying? Because you really can't really, operate properly with just one. So I needed a pair of pathetics.
Yep.
Oh, so can you use a sentence? Use it in a sentence.
But let me tell you what a pathetic is.
Oh, go for it.
So when I was younger, I used to also sleep with teddy bears.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And so basically it's how I described my teddy bears. And I had one in my arms, I had one under my head because I like multiple pillows.
Right.
So I sleep better with a pair of pathetics.
Yep.
Not really bars. All right. Okay. So that's James' perspective about the word peripatetic. Come on.
He knew it was two.
Tiangela.
he knew it
what
was
is
two.
the second meaning
All right.
in you guys' brain?
His one was the second meaning. Mine is the number one.
Oh.
Sometimes it happens.
So
like that.
it happens like that. Just because I go first doesn't mean I
that
am
is the
first.
primary truth.
So,
okay.
His is
peripatetic.
Peripatetic.
Clearly, right.
Okay,
Right.
so para two. So it's one disease that has two parts.
Oh.
Okay.
Right. So what it does is a disease that you lose the tip of your tongue, a tip of your tongue, and now you become pathetic. So now you feel really it's called peripatetic, but the person people ask that person that has peripatetic what they have, and they're like peripatetic.
I think that's actually so true.
Peripatetic. So they changed it in the dictionary. They changed it in the dictionary to peripatetic, and I can't use it in a sentence.
Why? I just need you to try.
I can't use it in a sentence.
Yeah.
I walking.
It's very peripatetic that you trying to get him to say something when he has a lisp.
Yeah, cause I feel peripatetic right now.
All right. Well.
Brittany, we smart.
TT,
I just
you
need
guys,
you to stop playing.
I'm gonna tell you how many points
Told you that was
you
the
got.
definition.
How many points we got, please?
I'll tell you your points in just a second. But
Okay.
TT Google says.
What does TT Google say?
First of all, para is
Tip of
not
the tongue.
spelled with P-A-R. I just want to throw that out
First
there.
of all, ain't nobody spelled anything. You didn't. This is not spelling
He
of the
said
week.
para
I said very
is
pathetic.
pear, and I just wanted you to know it's not spelled
That's
that
fine.
way.
Go ahead and tell us what you say. What you think it
So
is.
yeah,
PH.
Peripatetic
That's what F.
is an adjective describing traveling from place to place.
It is.
Okay.
So
that's
as
great.
a noun, if you
Right.
use the same word as a noun, it's a person who travels from place to place. Some similar to like a nomad.
I don't think
or,
that's different from what I said, Britt.
that is exactly what you
So
said.
the
somehow.
pair of pathetics, they travel in two parts of the
So
body.
his teddy bear pets and your tongue disease.
So are you trying to say
It's
that
not
when
a
I
tongue
sleep,
disease. It's
that
not a
I
tongue
didn't
disease.
travel places in my mind?
Hey, come through now.
Are you trying to say that? Because I think that's what I said.
That is what you said.
But how did this relate to the disease?
Because you know what's
he
funny? I
felt
used
pathetic
I
when
used
he-
to get I used to get scared by the places I would travel.
Uh-huh.
I wake up and bite my tongue.
He'll bite his tongue.
And I had a
Oh.
lisp after.
It
This
got
is
infected.
what you're not gonna do. This is what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna act like we don't know what we talking about.
Right.
Let me
Exactly.
see this points. I'm gonna give you.
How many points we get?
Because we made
I think
points.
you both get 3/4 of a point because you tried.
3/4 of a point.
But you-
That's so,
you
she's
were-
such a
That's so
hater.
odd.
You were helping him out so much with
So
his.
odd.
You were
No.
helping him up.
It's
I
just
wasn't helping
'cause-
him. I wasn't
just
helping
because
him.
You
I'm
use a
on
sentence for him.
I'm on another level.
He's on.
I'm on another level, so I don't
I
think
just
you guys
wanna
can
say
comprehend
3/4
what
of
I'm
the
saying.
point.
level.
Y'all
No,
gotta
no,
step
I'm
it
on
up
another
next
level.
game, okay? Let's play some basketball. Yo, shout out to Word of the Week, brought to you by Brittany Soul
Brittany
of the
Soul.
Odd Perspective, and
Definitely.
they always learned us something.
Yeah, we did. It's
They
good to learn
learned.
the people.
It
They
is-
learned
it
us.
is good to learn.
It's good to learn the people.
Love the shirt, Britt.
Do you like
Yo.
my faith hat? For those that are tuned in, James said
James, what-
it's watermelony.
No,
Hey,
don't try to downplay his joke. What you call it, James?
I said, why y'all here dressed like Watermelon Man?
And that's not fair. And second of all, I like watermelon. It has lots of fiber. But
And her
real talk
phone
though,
case
shout
got
out
the
to
same
Heavenly Angel of Hogmog,
Yeah.
which is Christian hip hop crew,
Okay.
organization, ministry, and these are her snapbacks, and I've had it for a while. So.
I have nothing against watermelons. Just to let everybody know that.
Nothing against watermelon.
Nothing against watermelon.
I
What
can't.
else?
I don't eat watermelon.
I don't like
Why?
yams.
Are you allergic?
I don't know. From a young kid, I just didn't eat melons like cantaloupes
You
or
can't be
dude.
hating
I
on
think
pink
every-
and teal because you got a problem with watermelon.
No.
I don't know. You tried out for the AKAs and they was just like,
You
your
know
green is
what?
a little off.
I love that hat. Like, don't
I don't
come for
eat
my
I know
hat.
you wore it in the video. You wore it in Yesterday's Dead video.
Yes.
Shout out to the Yesterday's Dead. I was
Shout
in
out
that
to
video.
Yesterday's Dead.
Shameless plug.
I don't eat
James
yams.
Mays was in Yesterday's Dead. If you
You know
guys
what?
have not heard my song Yesterday's Dead,
Oh, hold on.
he's Catman James.
Catman James.
Catman James.
Shout out to Catman
I
James
don't,
at the end.
I said I don't eat yams. Everybody don't eat a black food, I'm sure.
You don't eat
fried
yams?
chicken?
Why yams got to be black?
I think she
It's a
does.
black food.
But I don't know if Brittany
Second
does
of all, I only eat candy yams and not sweet potatoes, and I know they're the same thing. It's just
What
that
you're not gonna do is try to remix
I
something.
had a bad time eating sweet potatoes because they weren't fully cooked, and I just got full.
You got lockjaw on one of the.
It was terrible. I won't, but I eat candy yams. They got marshmallows and
Yeah.
some other stuff.
Can we give some love out? Can we give some love out for
Let's
a minute?
do it.
Can we give a love out to the Black Panther movie?
Again,
yes,
yes. And you know what? What budget
What-
did they start
yeah,
with?
where they at?
200 million.
200 million, and they're already at close to 750 million now.
Man, somebody got to work another day
do
in their
you
life.
do you know how close that is
Man.
to $1 billion?
About a $250 million away.
That's like a house.
Math.
Yep.
That's actually close to the medium in Nevada.
There you go. Talk
Realtor,
that
Brittany
realtor
Sharp
stuff.
Realty.
There
Yes.
you go.
Right.
Speak your truth.
Speak your
Hey,
P.
you know.
But yeah, man, shout out to just the whole crew there at Black Panther and at Marvel doing their thing. Man, they really did a wonderful job with this movie. People are still going to see it, you know. And I already said, you know, if you didn't go see it the first weekend, you're a racist. But
Right.
And some people are
You
seeing
can
it 2
redeem
and
your
3
faith.
times.
you can't redeem. You can't like come out to Selma
Redeem
after
your faith.
everybody got beat up on TV. You know what I'm saying?
You guys gonna own
Just
that
a little
movie?
history joke.
You guys
I
gonna-
am.
Yeah,
When
for
it
sure.
comes in, I'm gonna get that on Blu-ray or whatever.
My
other
kids
form
watching
it-
that.
I'm gonna get it on VCR.
That's it. So you hear that when D'Angelo has kids,
Yeah.
his kids is gonna be watching
when,
Black
when
Panther.
I have kids.
He's gonna keep it on.
I just
want
want to sing at your wedding.
Right, yeah. It's gonna be.
Can I
like-
sing at your wedding too?
No, wait.
I said 2. I didn't take your thing. I just
Because
said
that was peripatetic. I mean, that was according to one
Are
of
you
your
trying to use
definitions.
his definition?
According to one of your definitions.
So you agree? Got it. Understood. Understood. But no. Shout out to like this. You know, the movie Black Panther. A lot of people brought up some really cool ideas about the movie. Did you notice that when and spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, you're racist.
That's their fault.
But did you notice that when T'Challa and
T'Challa.
Well,
Sorry,
I'm just gonna say the
you
name.
gotta say his name.
I'm really trying to audition for the
You
next
do
one.
have to say his name.
So when Black Panther and when Lupita and what is the other person? Her name is Danny. When they walked into the casino, did you notice that he was wearing black, Lupita was wearing green, and
red,
and the other one was wearing red.
So wow,
and that's the color of
a
the
united
flag.
African flag. Yeah,
Nice.
Isn't that like just a
well,
little?
Africa's a big continent, so
I
the
think
individual countries have their own flags. But yeah,
Right, but that's united. That's the
Yeah.
African flag, right? So
Yeah.
that
That's
they
dope.
represented the continent even as they were out just in regular world.
subliminal. I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's levels to this. That's
Right,
all
right,
I'm
right.
saying.
Definitely.
There's
I think
levels
every
to
creator, always puts in little windows that they like.
Yeah,
are people
absolutely.
gonna get this?
Yes.
And if they don't get it, you know, their close friends, they know they're like, oh, did
If
you
you
guys
know,
notice this?
if you guys know
Every
something, if you're
movie.
listening in and you,
I think we ought
if
to.
you notice something about Black Panther and you want to just share that with us, call in. Give them the number, T.
It is 702-608-3259.
Again,
702-608-3259.
It's
he
always
says
the
it
second
so
one.
fast, though.
It's always the second one.
It's always the second one.
But yeah, like this stuff like that was amazing. Did you guys know that
Yep.
the young man who played Forrest Whitaker as a young man
Right.
Oh yeah.
had the lazy eye?
He
His
did.
last name is Whitaker also.
You
Wow.
know what?
Did you notice that?
I don't
Is that his
know if I
adopted
should
son?
put this out there
No,
like
it wasn't.
that.
It's,
But
they're not even related.
That's
but I
crazy.
actually know some of his family.
You do?
Forrest
Can I
Whitaker.
get
And I
Which
want to
one? Which
say
one?
another plug to Divinely Divified.
nice?
You know what I mean? Just really good family. Really,
Oh, that's
not even all.
That's
but
some
that's
of Forrest Whitaker's family.
That's first cousin.
That's
Oh,
what's
that's
up.
crazy.
But shh, don't tell all the 12 million listeners that are listening. I'm just kidding.
So
No,
she
it's what it is.
So she couldn't get us tickets. Is what you're trying to say. This is what I just need it. I need
You know what?
I need
If you were rich and famous, would you want everybody pulling you into the conversation? I'm just saying.
Sure, I don't have to answer. Talk about me. No, I'm just no, please don't.
I
Please
got
don't.
No, real talk.
I got
It's a
tickets.
very
I'm
talented
getting
family.
tickets.
You gonna get tickets?
I'm gonna get tickets.
Tiandra, you gonna get tickets?
Why? Because he's just friends.
No, because we know a lot about words and you keep doubting us.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is pathetic.
whoa!
Pathetic.
It's parenthetic.
Pathetic.
You guys are crazy.
You kill me with the list.
But look, but
List.
but do y'all think his eye was really lazy or was he just
No,
doing
he
that?
does. He definitely does have like the mechanics in his left eyelash just does not work.
And did y'all know it's something about
No, that wasn't a medical technical term or whatever.
Some
Like-
just don't work.
the Black Panther, his actual son, you know the father?
Mhm.
His actual son played the Black Panther
Yeah.
of the one that came
Yep.
in and
So
spoiler
the guy
alert.
who played
Yeah, go ahead.
T'Chaka, who is Black
T'Chaka.
T'Chaka, who is Black Panther's
I'm
father,
auditioning
Okay.
played
for the Black Panther.
his son played him as the young Black Panther. Do you understand what I'm saying?
In
At the
real
very
life.
beginning
In
of
real
the
life.
movie.
In real life.
The very
I
beginning
love
of the
that.
movie.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so they was
It
just like
sounded
really
real.
out there just
But they look just
giving
alike, though. That's great.
information. I mean, just giving like love. You know what I'm saying? We had talked
Like-
about, I think, did we talk about Kevin Hart? Like Kevin Hart is out here giving
Uh,
jobs to people, like, you know what I'm saying? Just
I feel
keeping
like
it
we
in the
should.
family.
Why not? Well, they call that people give Will Smith a hard time about it. I mean, speaking of families, you
Right.
know what I mean? Like, but honestly,
There's
why
nothing
not
wrong with
open
that.
doors for people? Not just not just yourself, but open up doors for other people.
If everybody does that, then it should be well versed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I
Everybody should have
I
friends.
think the game is changing. I think 2018 has already proven to be a very game-changing year.
Yeah, man. This, I mean, I don't want to just, definitely the Me Too movement has a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Just the women just coming out saying, this is our time. Time's up. Don't overlook us anymore.
What is up with that?
Black,
Come on.
Black women.
Come on.
Black women are definitely like we already mentioned earlier, getting their shot, which is rightfully deserved.
Say the right thing, bro.
Black. Yeah,
They know I'm joking.
saw
Now.
the
They listening to you.
tiptoe around it. You see how I'm trying to pause. Who is definitely
Tony over here looking at you like
rightfully.
I could totally be
better represent.
butchering the quote and forgive me for that, but
Just paraphrase.
before the show. Yeah, but I've heard this quote that says something to the degree of you can tell how prosperous or how good a country is by how they treat their women.
Huh.
And of course,
I always
again,
thought that was just about the man that you wanted to date.
no,
Right.
but a people, how they treat their women makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
So I just
So
think,
the more everybody rises, the greater country will be.
hey, say that again.
So the more everybody rises,
Hey, now.
the greater this country will be.
Still I rise.
All colors matter is what you're saying?
Still I
I think so.
rise.
I think so. We got a call
Let's
coming
go.
in right now.
Okay.
Let's figure out who this is. I think he might be calling from the hallway. Yo, what's going on? You on the Our Perspective podcast?
The hallway.
What's your perspective?
Yeah, this is Peter from the hallway.
Hey, Pete.
I'm really upset that you guys have never talked about Drake giving a lot in that new video. So talk about that. Thank you.
You want to do that?
Did you have thoughts about it, caller?
Yeah. Did you have any thoughts?
I do have thoughts.
Go right ahead. Give us your perspective.
I think it was amazing.
You think
I
it was
think
great?
it was amazing. Did you guys even see the video?
I did see the video.
I have not seen
God's
the video.
plan.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Peter.
Yeah, God's plan. And he gave away a lot of stuff and money and groceries and stuff like that.
It was definitely dope. Peter, do you got anything else to add, or is that's the full perspective?
That's my perspective on that. And props to Monique.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for that.
We
Thank you.
appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling and giving your
Peter,
perspective.
man, my favorite, man.
He sounded so condescending.
All right, look. So he definitely did bring up a great point. Let's talk about Drake's God's plan video.
Go
Did
ahead.
you see it?
Nope. Holla.
So you didn't see the video.
I have not seen the video.
Okay,
man.
so I
Can we
want
play-
to let's do some
play
background. Let's do some background first.
Okay.
So, and I don't know if we can play it like that. You know what I'm saying?
But go ahead. Tell us about it.
So we'll do some background on the song. About 4 or 5 weeks ago, a lot of news was coming out about Drake doing amazing things in the city of Miami.
Okay.
He was giving out. He was walking around just giving random people money.
Right.
He was giving out scholarships. He donated $25,000 to one girl at a high school.
Really?
And he donated about another $25,000 just to the school period.
I love it.
He was just going around Miami doing amazing things, and it just kept coming out like in the news. Everybody was questioning like, yo, what's going on with Drake? What's going on with Miami? Blah, 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 blah. It's coming out in the news. TMZ, radio publications, all were talking about the good things that Drake was doing. We're just wondering why. So, fast forward to about a week ago. Shout out to Shmoney Dance.
Hey.
We the video came out for God's Plan, the song. Drake's one of Drake's new singles that's out. And in the video, he starts the video by saying, we were given a budget of $960,000 to do this video, but we decided to use it this way. Don't tell our label. And so what he did is he just walked around and it came out. He did a lot of research on all of the people who he was giving out. Like, there was a mother who was going through something, raising a child on her own. There was a father who was going through this. There were people who had family in jail. They were, obviously, like I said, the school and, things like that. And basically he just gave out the budget for the video to just random people. And he recorded it as the video.
Right. That's dope.
On was it an iPhone or?
No. It was a camera. Like they did it as an actual video. It wasn't a lot of like performance stuff. A lot of the stuff was like,
just
the
shots,
words,
like
the words. This is like a little bit of backstory. The video was pretty long. It wasn't just the length of the song too. So he did all of that, and I think it was dope. But some people
feel like it's a mismanagement of label funds.
No.
Okay.
I mean, he still got a video out of it.
Some people said what?
He still got a video out of it. So spend it how you really want it. It's just you don't spend it on cars and so on and so forth and lights. You spend it on actually somebody else's car note and somebody else's lights. That's a bar.
That were all in part of the video.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I just kind of came out. But anyway,
that was dope.
the point I'm trying to make is that like
some people
are having a problem with the idea that he filmed it. That,
because that's the credit he get. It
seems like and I'll say their point is that when you do stuff nice, you should almost like not like try to get the pat on your back for it. When you do
you're publicizing it.
Yeah, you're publicizing it, and I'm almost like you want the credit. So and knowing at least both of those, what are your thoughts on that? Is it just like celebrate the good that he's done, or like he just kind of did this for a shout out for himself?
I want to know the thoughts of the people that got something out of it.
That's a great point.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that they
they
don't care that there's a camera there. They just care about that extra $10,000 that they got to help them get ahead in their bills or help them pay somebody's.
And you got Drake right there.
And they got an opportunity to meet Drake.
And you getting tickets?
Can I ask you? Tickets?
This? I don't know if they all got. I don't know if
so
they got tickets.
So other people that have gotten credit in the media as what was it? Akon got credit, but other people that have gotten credit in the media.
Akon spending about $600,000 on getting Lights for Africa.
Do you think that they were unaware by their publicist or their PR person that it was going to be leaked in the news, or it was going to? I mean, did that change what was done?
It
no,
it doesn't
we don't
change what
hear
was done.
enough good news.
Okay,
that's
good.
facts. Like all
Speak
these.
That.
Yeah, so I feel like I understand the perspective of, you don't want to do something for the purpose of saying, hey, look at me. But on the other side of that, good was done.
Right.
So,
And that's
I'm
something
with
that you
Peter in the
cannot deny.
hallway.
Do you
And
have
you
to-
can't deny that. Yeah.
Because bad things are gonna come out about you, right?
all the time.
So
Right.
do we have to Olivia Pope it as far as we have to let this good news just kind of accidentally be here at the right time? You know what I'm saying? On purpose.
I feel like
So, I mean,
it's
Art,
good to celebrate.
Just, Art,
some
can
good
you just
stuff,
be honest
yeah.
and just I did it.
But the way he did, I think maybe that is like it's not just that. Hey, look, Drake has a new album out with a $900 budget. Oh, and by the way, did you hear $900,000?
Close to $1 million. He gave out close to $1 million.
But it's like, I still think that's a good thing that was done. I still feel that way.
I love D'Angelo's point, like just how he started. He said, "How did the people feel
that
he got that got?"
And how would
the
that
reward?
person the people that are saying that, how would they feel if it was?
If somebody came up to me and gave me $50,000 or $10,000, what
Or
that would do?
$10. I mean,
I got $10, but I don't got 50. 10. I don't have 50.
Can I borrow
$10,000
or no? Okay, go ahead.
Hey man, be off for 4 weeks. But anyway, I brought $10. Drake, if you out there right now,
Yeah.
Drake,
and you prayer.
Drake, it's God's plan. I'm
And
just saying, it's God's
and your
plan.
prayer goes past the ceiling.
And your prayer
Or at
will
least-
reach past the ceiling.
Or at least your paycheck, right?
Amen. But yeah,
Because we can't do this on our own. Yeah. No, I'm playing.
at the end of the day, lives were changed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there was another point that I liked that people kind of brought up in contrary to he was just doing it for the camera.
It's a great concept. It's a great video concept.
I just lost the point. Oh, another point that I like that
Point
people
at him.
kind of just brought up is that we can't say that deny that good was done. And at the end of the day, seeing someone like Drake, who is very, very popular and out here doing something that's cool, he almost in a sense made giving cool.
Yep.
Like you know how like people get out here and they start doing a dab. Now everybody's doing a dab. That went viral.
Right.
People will get out here and start pouring ice on their head, and now that went viral because Star started doing it, and it was like a viral thing.
People don't
So
start giving
if
just
random
because.
acts of kindness becomes like the thing, and it's not, and you gotta remember, it's not just Drake. It's not just Drake is who's out here doing that.
Right.
People are out here giving to charities and
Yes,
things like that.
yes.
And people always say, "Oh, it's a tax write-off. He's just doing it because it's a tax write-off." But
Even their time, Marshawn Lynch, or
It
people
don't matter.
that are
He
actually
could- he
active
could-
in the community.
He can still do-
Regardless
he can-
of what
He
benefits.
can go to the strip club with that money.
To be honest with you, all these celebrities, the
thanks,
top two,
T.
the
saying.
that's ideas. The top 1%ers, the top 2%ers, they're doing things specifically for tax write-offs. That doesn't honestly whether you
Oprah.
get benefits or not from doing something good
Somebody benefited from it.
doesn't mean that it wasn't a good cause. It wasn't something, at the end of the day, I understand the controversy,
And
but
it
I
was
personally feel
purposeful.
like people got good stuff. out of
He
it.
showed up
And
at my door.
it was purposeful because he said he had a
Changed
conversation
lives.
with a couple of radio personalities, and he was basically saying we went out and we did research on all the people who were recipients of that.
Yeah,
Of
and got
these gifts, of
disclosures,
these,
too.
thing. Like this was not just something that we just randomly did.
Right.
And granted, everybody who received something weren't shown in the video.
Oh.
But it was just those moments, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There was one moment and there's like a family sitting on it looks like they're at a beach or something like that, and they're just sitting on a wall. And they're just sitting there, and Drake is just behind them.
Right.
Let's go to
And-
Miami, guys.
Listen.
Yeah, let's just go to Miami.
Drake show- hey,
So
he
he's
show-
still there. Like I said, he's still there, and then he just comes and sit next to him. He just sits next to him.
Right.
And they just still just kind of talking, blah, 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 blah. I think somebody comes over there and gives them like a big wad of cash.
Right.
And they're just sitting there, and they're like, oh my God, you see him start crying, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, just all collectively, they look over and just Drake is sitting right there. So I just think like it was just a
creative,
dope
man.
thing, man. Yo,
Hey
Well,
man,
good was done.
if Drake came to my door,
Yeah.
gave me some money,
like Publishing
I would-
Storehouse.
I'm telling you, I will leave the cash in the house, and then I'll start going out there like it's my video too. I'll be like, I catch on quick.
I don't
I'll
think
be
it was
like-
no
they be
music
like,
playing
is
when
he
they
the
did
artist?
that. But yo,
But yeah, that'd be
shout
dope.
out to Drake doing something and maybe just bringing light that I guess giving is cool too.
That's good. That's good.
Giving is cool too,
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like he wants much more back from it,
Whether he does or he doesn't, still it doesn't negate what was done, and
Yeah.
I that's my
Right.
perspective.
And I
Yeah.
think, listen,
Don't be a hater,
aside
guys.
from the giving,
Not you
even
guys.
if he took the money back, like if he
Wait.
gave,
Wait,
Listen.
Whoa,
what?
whoa!
it's
Whoa.
a video. It doesn't have to be real.
Whoa.
Come on, guys.
It
Come
does
on,
have
let's get real, guys.
Well, kinda.
Listen, no.
Well, kinda.
Well, kinda.
Because Drake is light
But look,
skinned, so it's not what kinda.
Shout out to the country of Wakanda.
But I'm saying if the cameras went off and then he
All the
he was
light-skinned
he was
beige
all right, y'all.
Panthers.
All right, y'all. Give me that. Give
I'm
me
gonna need
back.
that money back, player.
Give me that back. It's not guys playing.
That's not fair.
But look.
That
but
would be.
I'm saying if he does that, if he did that, it's still a great video concept. I haven't even seen the video. I just
Sorry,
like the
but
concept.
it negates the reality of
No,
it.
regardless, I just think it's a
gotta
good
see-
idea.
You gotta
It's
see
dope.
the video, bro.
They would have been paid. Then they would have been paid to
actors.
be in
Oh
the
my
video.
goodness, great actors. Let's give it up.
They technically
Let's give
wouldn't
it
have
up
been
for
I
paid
guess
because he
the
took the
point
money back.
D'Angelo is saying is
Let's
that
give it up
it
to him.
still would show that
The
something
creativity.
other than
That's
breasts and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it was not the typical rap video, stereotypical
Right,
rap video.
right.
Did he call himself God in the video though?
I don't know.
I
So
might
here's
go
the thing.
down to God.
Here's
God's
the thing.
plan?
He does call himself the sixth God. So is
The
he talking
what?
about? He calls himself the sixth God.
Charlemagne does
wow.
too. People use that
This is
term.
true.
Is that from GD or something? Like,
No,
is that?
six,
No, it's like
he's
Are
from
there-
he's from the six.
But what I'm saying, I got that from that one song, the woes
Man.
in the woes.
I was
Is-
running through the
is-
six with my
Well,
mouth.
that's what I
Is
figured.
Drake?
But like he does.
gonna say
Okay,
it?
so that's a good. That's
I'm not
another,
gonna say it.
That's another good hot
Is
take.
Drake? Huh?
No,
I
he's
ain't gonna
not.
say it.
Not.
I want to work with him.
No,
Hey,
but
Is
anything.
Drake?
If
So
you don't
it's
shut
like,
up. So at the same time, like he does call himself sixth God. Some people, and I did hear this point that people want to say like it's kind of sacrilegious. Like, how do
Is
you?
it?
James
Yeah,
said
you
it.
call yourself
Drake.
sixth God,
It was James.
That changes everything, huh?
and now is this God's plan?
In
is
the
this
words-
Drake's plan? Is
In the words of, I think it was either Captain America or the Hulk, there's only one God. I think the Hulk said puny God to the other guy, to Roki or whatever.
Is that,
Loki.
so that's not the Bible?
But
I
I'm
just
pretty
thought that was
sure
the Bible.
Captain. I mean, just to stay relevant.
I don't
Hulk
want to
is
give.
Bible. I'm playing.
I don't want to give
In the words
the
of.
Incredible Hulk. I want to give the Holy Bible.
Oh, of course.
its credit.
But what I was saying,
The
I was,
Holy Hulk.
I was playing off the whole relevant part. Yeah, but yeah,
I don't get it. What's
because the Bible still holds more weight. It's more legendary than Captain America's, and Avengers.
That's a
but
fact.
still, depending on how people define relevancy. Anyway,
So you're talking about Thor,
yes,
puny God. Yeah, I remember
that
that.
was
I
Hulk.
remember that.
But
statement.
Captain
Hey, man, you
America
did a
said
good-
there's
you
only
did a-
one
you did a
God.
good Thor.
Anyway, so yeah, with that being said, that does change the perspective of Drake. Does that change the integrity of the video? No. Does that change?
Because good still was done.
Say that. And that's our perspective.
Shout out,
I was great. though.
So I want to get into this. You had some other tea, right?
No,
You wanna
I
talk
didn't.
about this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. So we were talking about Lisa Marie Presley.
We were.
Presley.
Presley.
We were.
What'd I say?
No, I was just trying to reiterate what you said.
You was trying to.
Pretzel.
Pretzel.
'Cause
Lisa
I knew-
Marie Pretzel. We was talking about Lisa Marie Presley.
She's
Okay.
a pretzel because she twisted back and forth.
And apparently she's going through
Bars.
she's going through a divorce. The second divorce talk we're talking about. So she's going through a divorce. It's because
Is it because of Duane Martin?
It wasn't. It
Okay.
wasn't. But she basically had struggles with drugs and alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
She was in rehab
As
a couple
most
times.
celebrities do.
And right now she's going through like funds. Like she doesn't have a lot of funds. Financial
Neither
issues.
do I.
This is true.
It ain't fun when you ain't got fun. I tell you that.
She's getting a divorce from her husband Michael Lockwood.
Another Michael.
So that's kind of this is kind of where I wanted to say, like, do you think it's cool for her to leave a Michael Jackson, go to a Michael Lockwood,
And expect things to be peaches.
and she's no longer getting that alimony money that she would have gotten from his estate, and now she's going through all these different problems.
Tell you one thing.
Do you think that's a coincidence?
I think it's a thriller.
I think Michael was a pretty popular name at a point, but I got you on that.
Oh, you want to be starting something, don't you, Dave?
Right.
I think you guys are bad with each
I'm
other.
just saying.
But
I'm just saying.
It's
Michael,
getting
Michael should have
dangerous.
stayed with Billie Jean.
It's getting
and should have
dangerous.
never messed with her.
It's
I'm
getting
playing.
dangerous.
Dirty Diane. Okay, so I just think
Yeah,
you guys
dirty
are
draws.
crazy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, don't worry, you're not alone.
Because it doesn't matter if you're black or white. It's just that if your name is Mike, that's a popular name during the time.
That's true.
I think that.
I see.
First, I mean, do we know how long
You don't
she
have to
was?
scream.
Do
But
we?
go ahead. I can do this all
Do
night.
we know how long they were married? I mean, I just think.
Do you think she
it's-
told herself heaven can wait?
Do you remember the time when we were staying on topic?
I
know,
do.
right?
Yes. Okay. So.
Y'all gonna stop. Y'all gonna leave me alone.
I don't
That's
know.
all
I
I'm saying.
think he's divorcing her, and she feels like he's going too soon.
Okay, really quick. Let me just throw something out here.
That was good.
When you are remarrying and that means you're cutting off that alimony check from someone like Michael Jackson.
I was
too.
waiting for one.
Like you cutting off. I mean, do you think I think it's messed up, especially if they weren't married very long. I think that was a big risk to take, to marry someone again, lose that alimony check.
Hold on, you saying is it fair that she's not going to
I guess both sides.
I think it's very fair. I think it's very fair. She fell in love.
Yeah.
She thought that she would have a wonderful life with this person, this new Michael Lockwood.
Yeah.
And
it just didn't work out.
It doesn't seem like I'm not saying that he messed it up. It's basically seeming like she had a good hand in, it because she let drugs and alcohol take over herself in her marriage. She's had a couple of different visits to rehab, and it just didn't work out.
Tough,
I mean, I guess we're making light of it, but at the same time, like, yeah, I think if the law states that if you get married outside of a marriage and you no longer get alimony, it ain't her fault. It ain't Michael Jackson's fault.
It's not his fault. It's neither one of their faults. It's just I guess posing the question, do you think it's selfish to not marry someone that you fell in love with because you're gonna lose?
That's
that
a good question.
check?
That's a good question. So would you just hold off the remarriage just because you like, I'm getting this bag right now?
We just go together. Forever.
All right, so
I don't think that's fair.
I don't believe
you think Janet Jackson's gonna do that?
I don't believe she was in love. I think she's a gold digger.
You don't think?
But why would
she ain't messing with no?
Why would she remarry and lose the alimony if she was a gold digger? I'm confused.
Because
is Michael Lockwood more rich than Michael Jackson?
Can we not forget that she's still Elvis Presley's daughter?
That's true.
Exactly.
Okay. That was a rumor.
And Michael Lockwood was not more rich than Michael Jackson.
I don't know who this Michael Lockwood. He might be the of the famous
he not the
Lockwoods,
Prince.
the famous Lockwoods.
I don't know. Lockwood sound like you got money though.
It does, but
dude,
like you got some paper.
Yeah,
Lockwood, you got paper on lock.
Hey man,
Bars,
there you
right?
go.
It
That's
sounds like a lumber
good.
company, huh? Like a lumber company, like Lockwood. I don't know which.
Yeah, he definitely.
Anyway, but do you think? So I don't think that's fair. But on the other end of it, is it fair to her to take a risk, or even Janet Jackson take a risk, marry? Well, okay.
Have you heard the song "Heaven Can Wait"? Michael Jackson clearly states, "Tell the angels no, I don't want to leave my baby alone."
Is this what
he
this
didn't want her to leave. He didn't want her to leave.
And he said, "I
and
can't
she
stand
left.
to see my girl with nobody else." He didn't want to see it with nobody else.
So you mean Mike called? Are you saying that Mike called in a favor from the skies and was like, "Make this not work out"?
Tell the angels no.
I'm the only king.
I'm the only king. Listen to Heaven Can Wait. I tell the people to listen to Heaven Can Wait.
If you've been with a legend, it doesn't mean that you can't move on with your life.
Well,
agree
it means that you got to move on with my bag. You can't move on.
You move on with your own bag.
With your own bag.
Pack light, my nigga.
Yeah, you ain't about to be living off myself.
Was that Martin who said like that prenup? It was like basically when you get a prenup, you basically say my world is gonna connect with your world, and we're just gonna have one big world. But if by some chance our world don't work out, I'm gonna keep everything in my world. You going back to your world,
right?
And so that's
I
what she
guess
kind of ended up doing.
pretty much what's I wonder if she has a prenup in this situation. But I can say this though, dealing with drugs and all of that in the industry that we're talking about, this devilish industry.
Wow.
You're usually doing it for a reason. Like it's not. I don't know.
Well,
I don't do drugs personally.
Our prayers are going out to the Presley family.
Everybody, absolutely.
Y'all think Monique on drugs?
Oh my God, she might be.
You think she on that stuff, man?
I don't know. She might be.
Y'all think she on that stuff?
She high on herself. I
Can
tell you
you
that.
name a celebrity you think is not when it's easily accessible? That's what I'm saying.
TD Jakes.
And I'm not accusing all of us.
Come on now, you know he on drugs.
Of the Lord, he's on the Most High. Amen.
Most High. Wordplay.
All of them.
But anyway,
I'm playing.
Yo, all right, so that's gonna be it for us tonight, man. I think we going into some.
What's your favorite Michael Jackson song, real quick?
My favorite Michael Jackson song. Ooh.
Because you guys just went through a whole
Dirty
lot.
Diana. Dirty Diana. Easy.
What about you?
I don't know. I don't know why he said that one.
I don't either.
You don't like that song?
It's not favorite. Come on, favorite. Come on.
I just said my favorite Michael Jackson song.
We didn't say name one that starts with a D and a D.
Honestly, no. Michael Jackson songs were great. They were always deeper. But no, why?
Because it's a bar. Because it's definitely representing of something that we didn't think Michael Jackson dealt with.
Right.
Like, a lot of people didn't know that song was about a groupie. They just thought it was just some girl he was talking about. They didn't know that he himself was seduced and got taken in by her charm.
Yeah.
Dirty Diana.
Yeah. And she was
and she did it to everybody. She was the girl at the club that got everybody.
That's that Ludacris song. The which one? Yep, exactly.
But at the same time,
video was an opportunist.
See the same mode.
Anyway,
we go. That's Dirty Diana.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's dope.
And the music was great.
Okay.
Slash was on that. Like with that guitar solo at the end.
Yeah,
Mike
it was
performed the mess out of that
It
joint.
was dope.
Well, I just
I
want to
need
say,
y'all not to hate on my. What's
No,
your
no,
favorite
that's
Michael
dope.
Jackson?
I'm gonna say the video
I
of
like-
"Remember the Time" is one of my favorites.
Man, it is.
Remember
I'm
the time.
sorry, the video at least.
But what about the song?
The song is cool. I probably got a different favorite song.
So what's your favorite song?
Let me come back. T'Angelo, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I like.
Y'all saw that dance move
I
out
like
there?
PYT. It's a feel good
PYT,
song. It's
okay.
not, but I like deep things too. So no homo pause. But I like PYT.
That's what she said.
First of all, you scared me.
It's a feel good song, you know. And then Heaven Can Wait, man. It's just so powerful.
Heaven Can Wait was amazing.
The way he displays the lyrics. You know, he said, "You're wonderful, you're beautiful." I don't know if I did the right.
It's definitely in a different key.
Yeah. But yeah, but the way he does it, man, the writing
so
on it,
mean.
and the feeling that he puts behind it. I know he was talking about somebody. He could be Lisa. So
he might become Miss Presley.
Yeah, he probably thought he was gonna die at
He
that.
kept on talking about Donna. That was the mother of his children.
Hey, listen, he might have thought he might have been predicting the future when he came out with Heaven Can Wait. He was like, they about to off me.
So is it and I just want to say that is it? Can we say that Heaven didn't wait and that they
Well,
actually? You know, we
that
gonna
was
leave.
later, though.
We gonna
Yeah.
leave. I'm just saying, Heaven didn't actually wait.
Right.
He left and didn't come
That's
back.
first of all. It waited a while because
It did.
We all miss death. We have near death experiences.
This
It
is
happens
true.
all the time.
But he said in the song that if he was in heaven, he coming back. He coming back.
Right.
But look, that's it.
I'm just gonna say, I really liked. I had to pull something up.
Look at this. She don't even have a Michael
You don't even
Jackson.
have
song.
a Michael
There's
Jackson
so
song?
many.
What
I'm
is
trying to
wrong
think
with you?
favorite.
Y'all see her phone? She is
Billie Jean is
going
dope
through
though,
the
man.
phone.
Hey,
trying to
Billie
find-
Jean is dope too, man.
You can't just sprout out your favorite
No,
Michael Jackson
It's
song.
hard. It's
there are
hard.
a lot.
That's hard. That's
exactly.
tough.
We're not talking about
But you
somebody.
could sprout out one
Your
of them though.
favorite
First of all,
Michael
This
Jackson
is
song.
terrible. You're not sprouting out at
Why
least
I
one.
keep saying sprouts?
Black and white.
You're not a Michael Jackson fan. We just found out.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah.
No, I was trying to find some of my best ones.
Brittany, what's your favorite? We don't hear about the best one. What's your
I would
favorite
say
Michael?
one of them is "Rock with You," but
One of them. You
and it-
posed the question.
How about Butterflies? I feel like you would love.
I know. I was gonna say "Butterflies" too, but I like
That's- that's a
Floetry's.
Floetry song.
Michael did it too, bruh.
No, that's a
Yeah,
Floetry song
he-
though.
But
together?
Michael did it too.
He only sang the lead. Everything else is them.
Can you have this man? Anyway, so
And they wrote the song. I get it, but I'm just saying it's a Floetry song.
That's a Michael.
yes, but he still did the dang song.
Yeah,
anyway,
Michael
He
does
covered
it.
it.
It's a
He
Michael
I like
song.
that
He
song.
covered it.
And I like that. Anyway, I just felt like doing that. So, but yeah, I think Rock with You-
Wasn't that Maxwell?
Human
First of all,
nature.
no.
No,
You're
no,
not-
that's human nature.
No.
What?
Yes. Tell them that's it.
The one-
human nature.
The one SWV
Sampled
sampled over.
as everyone else
And
does.
then the Chris Brown joint.
All right, so if
That
you guys
one's
are
dope.
out there, please go to our IG page.
Yes, please.
And let us know what your favorite Michael Jackson song is.
But the
mine just-
video to remember the time is a.
You're not a Michael Jackson fan. Dirty Diana was mine.
Mine is Heaven Can Wait,
And
but a lot of people don't know about it.
And Brittany's
Listen to it.
was
It's a combination, but I think I'm gonna go with that one first.
Heaven was-
Human nature.
Oh, human nature.
and Brittany's was Teach Me How to Dougie. So
Teach me how to.
Dougie,
Whoa.
teach me how to. Hey man, if you haven't heard Heaven Can Wait, listen to it. It's a beautiful song.
we get it.
Wanna be my baby.
Look,
Everybody know Dirty Diana because it came out.
Anyway, y'all been listening to the Our Perspective podcast.
and I do want to say, like I said, I am going to surgery tomorrow, and I'm going to do my best to be back here next week.
Okay.
And we figured out a way that this possibly can work, so we're going to test that whole thing out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did.
Get
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Let's
we
get
did.
it, man.
We did it in conversation. We're gonna work it out.
Okay. Work it out.
But it will require your presence. Amen.
Work it
Amen.
out. Okay.
Y'all
at
pray
this-
for James, man. Pray for his
Yeah,
foot.
definitely,
Yeah,
man.
let's pray.
Going into some surgery.
You want to pray real quick?
You want to pray for me, T?
Huh?
I was gonna pray. If not,
Why
but go
y'all
ahead.
want me to pray for him?
Whatever works.
I'm not good. I'm not.
Do we
good at
have a
prayer
second?
out
Yeah, go
loud.
right ahead. We
I'm
got a
not-
second.
Okay.
I'm not fluid at it like y'all be.
Go for it.
Fluid or fluent or what?
Fluent.
Anyway, all right. Thank you for this opportunity to come before you, Lord.
Yes.
We lift our brother up in prayer right now that you really that you have everything foreordained, that you touch the doctors, you touch everybody that's involved with it, you touch his wife and family, Lord God, that they're able to help him and aid him during this transition. I pray that the surgery goes so smooth, it's seamless, and he's back in no time. And I pray that whatever the purpose is in the meantime, that you're with him through the revelation process. So in the meantime, keep his spirits up, keep his wit up, and we want the same James or a better one, but not worse when he comes back. All right.
Amen.
Thanks,
In
God.
Jesus' name,
That was a
amen.
short prayer. I tell you.
I appreciate
that. Was a
that.
very short prayer.
I appreciate that. Hey, sometimes you ain't got to be wordy to get it to God. All right.
Hey, pew.
Yo, check it out. We're here Wednesdays. We're here Wednesdays on GorillaCross.com. You can always find us on the app. It's free. Download that thing. Go to your Google Play Store. Go to your App Store. And download the Guerilla Cross apps. Free 99. Music is playing, positive music all week long. Got wonderful shows that are coming up. Make sure you guys follow us.
Yes.
Follow us on IG, The Perspective Podcast.
Yes.
Follow us on Facebook, The Perspective Podcast. And if you're on Twitter, you prefer that, you can kind of reach us through all the things. Perspective _ at Perspective _ Brittany, where can the people find you?
BrittanySoul.com.
And everything is there, right?
BrittanySoul.com. Yep.
Yeah, man. T'Angelo?
James, did you memorize all that? Or are you looking at something?
I'm not looking at anything.
Doesn't matter. How can we find you, boo?
I couldn't do it. T'Angelo _1 Instagram. Facebook, T'Angelo the Angel. I will be getting a website soon, but I'm lying because I always say that. All right.
I'm going to do it because I'm lying. And, James.
And you guys definitely hit me up at JM Fence Music everywhere. For JM Fence Music, I want to hear from you, man. Send me some kind words, man. I've been feeling kind of bummed about this whole thing, but I am going to have upbeat. I'm hearing the prayers of the righteous, and we shall availeth much, right?
Yeah, Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
And if you are beige, well, kinda forever.
Right.
Beige Panthers.
But once again, man, you guys definitely, thank you for tuning in to us. We are here weekly. It's the Perspective Podcast. My name is James Mace.
Brittany Soul.
And I am T'Angelo.
And we are
the Odd Perspective
Podcast.
Like an R&B group.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Light it up, blow it in the air, get it stuck up in your system, make it heavy up in here. Whoa, I never been in this place before. Everything black and white, making it all so official. Yeah, let's turn it up in here. Especially already go to war in here. No more faking here. By this I swear, no more Game Boy, cause we up in here. You better get down, boy. Clean that thing, blow everybody down, boy. Someone get the cannon, the bandit with the playing, and pay attention what I'm saying. Knows how to get it her way. They lace the stingrays in the sand grains. Oh, you ain't know your